Jacksonville broadcast. Mark.
From the Auburn Sports Network and Playfly Sports, Auburn baseball is on the air. 25 NCAA tournaments, 8 regional titles, and 6 trips to the College World Series. Exclusive game day coverage begins with the leadoff show. Now, let's go out to the ballpark.
Auburn took the series from Arkansas for the first time since 2017. So what is the Tigers' reward? How about playing one of the hottest teams in college baseball? Good evening and War Eagle from Sanford Stadium, Hitchcock Field at Plainsman Park. With Brad Law and Quinn Burkeen in our Auburn Skyview studio, I'm Andy Bertram. Auburn capped off the Arkansas series with an 8-3 win over the Razorbacks on Saturday. Alex Petrovic and Jackson Sanders shut down the Hogs. Bub Terrell and Chase Fralick each homered, and Eric Guevara wrapped up a week of hitting over 500. Jacksonville State is 27-6, the second most wins in college baseball. The Gamecocks are unbeaten in Conference USA play. Leadoff man Jackson Pate leads Jack State, hitting .368, and Grayson Ash provides the power with a team leading 6 homers and 40 runs batted in. Auburn goes with Christian Chatterton tonight, sophomore right-hander, 2-1 with a 5.65 earned run average. Jacksonville State counters with Ryan Garrity, the junior right-hander, 0-1 with an ERA of 4.95. When we return, the Butch Thompson pregame report. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Bertram.
Auburn baseball coach Butch Thompson.
We've always been able to conquer or have a chance in our 10 years to win outside of that first year. But I think we got a chance to win the whole thing now because of all the things we're talking about. The build-up is greater, and I think last year's team's legacy will have a chance to manifest in 26, 27, 28. The support our people gave us, it gets the chance to manifest. The new Plainsman Park and everything that's happened, it gets a chance to show out here over the next few years. So this is awesome reflection, but I've never seen the job more urgent or more exciting or more pivotal in the history of our program than it sits right now.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Game day coverage of Auburn baseball continues now with the Butch Thompson pregame report.
Open up another big week of Auburn baseball, and it starts tonight with the top 25 Jacksonville State Ball Club right here.
Yeah, beautiful day. Looks like the whole week's going to be gorgeous. And to be here all week in a 6 o'clock game, Jacksonville State got our work cut out. So all this will be great, getting to play baseball, seeing this team continue to try to find their footing and get back to some growth is what I'm interested in. But, you know, you're having to face a team that absolutely has played great baseball, second most wins in America. and just continue. 12-0 in Conference USA, that gets our attention, so we'll make our team aware, but we've done a good job, I think, where every day we're invested. I know we've just played 8 top 25 teams in a row, and for the foreseeable future and the rest of the year, that's just the world that we live in. So we know we got a great opponent. We know we got a hot opponent, and we know we got a team that just really works to get on base. I mean, you know, maybe the home run numbers are maybe similar to ours, but their on base percentage has been great. They really create their offense by getting the leadoff man on and by the freebies. Can we limit freebies and make them stack hits? And I know our team's 20-0 and we out-hit our opponents. That's what I'm looking for tonight, to come out here and keep swinging the bats like we did 2 of the 3 games against Arkansas, and see if we can't get some things going, get freed up, and just really play some offense. And can Chatterton bounce back from last week, get us off to a good start, get Hetzler out there? He needs some work. And can we get Griffin Graves' season started? Another meaningful guy that we thought would be huge to this team. It's kind of crazy that he's just now getting out there, but can he start and give us something, you know, out of the bullpen as a needed left-handed arm?
All right, what do you want to see out of Christian Chatterton tonight?
He threw a great first inning last week, and you go back and break it down, and then you know, we scored 3 runs in the top of the second, and that great offense just come in and got right back. I thought that was huge for us on Saturday against Arkansas, where they scored 3, and we come right back in the bottom frame and scored the 3. So when you're playing good offense, things like that happen. So we went back and looked at the good, and then kind of tried to figure out the challenges. He pitched with a good fastball the first inning and started throwing some off-speed stuff, and they set on it a little bit. So can he keep a balance and a pitch usage where he can keep getting his fastballs and, you know, even some on the inner half of the plate to these guys, and keep them honest where he can keep his stuff, his great changeup and some of his breaking ball slider stuff protected a little bit.
Hetzler did not throw for you on the weekend. That's a little bit unusual. Also good if you get the opportunity to get Griffin Graves out there for the first time tonight.
Yeah, it will. And Hetzler probably just needs to work, needs to be sharp, and we want to be up, but regardless, you know, we can't force anything, and see how the game gets underway. You know, Kulik, Justice, DeYoung, we got plenty of guys that can throw tonight, but I do think about Graves and Hetzler, how much we potentially need those guys moving forward, and we will. But getting them out there, keeping Hetzler sharp, getting Griffin Graves underway to see, you know, just that good rotation of that fastball and has some survivability. You know, how close is he? You know, it's one thing to throw the lives to hitters on the field and throw your bullpens, but getting out there and getting that game experience again and feeling that adrenaline and everything, I mean, he needs that tonight.
And you don't have to wait till the weekends for the big atmosphere now at Plainsman Park, do you?
No, it's every day, and it's wonderful. And I think everybody has a great time at the ballpark. It's just been absolutely amazing. Even Easter weekend, you think that's tough, and Easter's such a big thing, and a lot of students come and go, and with family, and I get every bit of that, and still, you know, knocking on the door 6,000 for every one of those games. And again, like, the beautiful weather is just going to be great, and it seems like so much feedback that I get. Everybody's having fun at the ballpark to keep supporting these young guys to keep growing and getting better. But everybody likes to be out here, and they got beautiful weather for it this week.
Benefit of playing a team like Jacksonville State, as good as Jacksonville State, as a primer for your SEC weekend.
Yeah, it just keeps us consistent. We're going to see good arms. They're like 12th or 13th in America in ERA. So another thing you talk about with these guys, they pitch it well. That'll keep our eyes sharp, because you see electric stuff on the weekend. And it keeps us from having to play, hey, you know, this is who we played in the midweek. It keeps the ups and downs, and hopefully create some consistency for our guys, because, man, we're playing, you know, all 4 of these games. They should be great preparation, because they're similar to the style that Kentucky plays with the hit by pitch, and, you know, could bunt anywhere, anytime throughout their lineup, capitalizing on freebies if you give it to them. And we're going to have to play the same game 4 times this week, and hopefully, you know, this is a good primer for the weekend, for what we're going to see.
All the best tonight, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
From the producers of The Crown.
You are invited to attend an interview, the position of assistant dresser, for Her Royal Highness the Duchess of York.
Comes a new BritBox original drama inspired by a true story.
As time passes, speculation is growing. Could Jane Andrews have killed the man she loved?
Starring Natalie Dormer and Mia McKenna-Bruce.
I don't want an ordinary life.
How ever did it come to this?
The Lady, Streaming March 18th, only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The starting lineups are presented by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Jacksonville State comes in 27-6, ranked number 21 in the country. Steve Beeser's Gamecocks will throw this lineup at Auburn tonight. Center fielder Jackson Pate leads things off. Caleb Johnson is the shortstop. He bats second. Cooper Blauser, the second baseman, hits third. The cleanup man is the designated hitter, Brady Thomas. Hitting fifth and catching, it's Grayson Ash. Matthew Cash is the first baseman. He will bat sixth. Hitting seventh, the right fielder, Greg LaChance. Trey King plays third base and bats eighth. And batting ninth in left field, it's Luke Williams. Again, for the visiting Gamecocks, it's Pate, Johnson, Blauser, Thomas, Ash, Cash, LaChance, King, and Williams. Now for your Auburn Tigers, 22 wins and 9 losses. Here's Butch Thompson's lineup. Bristol Carter in center at the top of the lineup. He's followed by the catcher, Chase Fralick, and hitting third, the second baseman, Chris Rembert. Bub Terrell plays left field. He's the cleanup hitter tonight. Then it's the third baseman, Eric Guevara, hitting fifth, and first baseman, Ethan Bingaman, batting sixth. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, it's Logan Gregorio. And then it's McCrane and McCrane. The shortstop, Brandon, hits eighth. Right fielder, Mason, bats ninth. Again, for the Tigers, ranked 10th in the country, it's Carter, Fralick, Rembert, Terrell, Guevara, Bingaman, Gregorio, McCrane, and McCrane. Ready to go on a perfect night for baseball at Plainsman Park. We'll get you ready, have tonight's first pitch after one final pregame timeout. Auburn and Jacksonville State coming up. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
4-3 Auburn, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, Super Regional Championship game. Burkhalter comes set. Here's the 3-2 pitch. He struck him out! He struck him out! The Tigers are going to Omaha! And the Tigers dogpile in Corvallis!
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is your home for Auburn baseball. The Auburn Sports Network.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Let's be honest, senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
The Auburn Tigers have taken the field here at Plainsman Park ahead of tonight's game against Jacksonville State. Christian Chatterton walking to the mound. The defense behind him, Bub Terrell in left, Bristol Carter in center, Mason McCrane in right field. Along the infield at third, it's Eric Guevara. Shortstop, Brandon McCrane. Chris Rembert at second, and Ethan Bingaman at first. The catcher is Chase Freilich. Christian Chatterton, the pitcher. He's getting his second start of the season. He was a starter last week at Georgia Tech as well. He is 2-1 with a 5.65 ERA. This is his 8th appearance, his second start. 14 in the third innings, 13 hits, 9 earned runs, 8 walks, and 17 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .236 against Christian Chatterton. Last year, 14 starts, a 4-1 record, and a 4.47 earned run average. Teams hit just .201 against him. He pitched against Jacksonville State in Jacksonville last year, gave up 2 unearned runs on 1 hit in 6 innings of work. He was spectacular a year ago at Jacksonville State. Before we go any further, it's 6 o'clock Central Time. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. And now it's 6:01, and it's time to turn it over to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, to get you going on a picture-perfect Tuesday evening.
Boy, isn't it though, Brad? Good to be with you today. When your comfort quits, Jackson Services shows up. Heating, air, and plumbing done right the first time. First Best Weather Forecast brought to you by Jackson Services. Family-owned since 1973. Call Jackson Services today. Feel the difference. Jackson Services, delivering comfort, creating trust. 75 degrees at game time. Sunny skies overhead. Northeast winds at 9 miles per hour. Shadows through most of the infield. There's a bit of a break right at about the pitcher's mound and extending out to second baseman Chris Rembert. Outfield, left fielder Bub Terrell will be fighting the sun early here tonight. Jackson Pate will lead it off for Jacksonville State, 27-6 on the season. Left-hander against the right-hander, Christian Chatterton. Jackson Pate will lead it off for Jacksonville State, 27-6 on the season. Chatterton will work off the full wind. Here is the first pitch of the night. It's a fastball that misses high and outside for ball one. Brian Hale working the plate. Jack Furlong at first. Lee Ishman at second. Eric Gaucher down at third. Auburn plays the left-hander Pate to pull. Now the 1-0 from Chatterton. He shows bunt, does bunt, out in front of the plate. Fielded by Chatterton, throws to first. It's not in time, but gets past Rembert and into right field. The throw to second base is not in time. And it's a base hit and a throwing error on a Chatterton. And a good start for Jacksonville State here in the first.
Perfect bunt by Pate. Really all three of the first guys in their order handled the bat really well, and Pate just dropped a perfect bunt. Chatterton needed to get there faster and throw a better ball to first in order to have a chance to get Pate. And he didn't do either one of those.
Yeah, and Rembert tried to get there to back it up the throw at first, and it hit off the brick facade and then deflected down the right field line. So a man at first, nobody out. And here's Caleb Johnson, the shortstop. Batting .315, left-handed hitter with 5 homers and 29 runs batted in. And he shows bunt, bunts it out in front of the plate. This time it's Freilich who throws to first. That's not in time. Back-to-back bunt singles for Jacksonville State. Runners at first and second and nobody out.
Yeah, they're being very aggressive early, but not in the way that, you swing and you try to get it. They're trying to put a lot of pressure on Auburn's defense early in this game, and that's exactly what they've done, back-to-back bunts, and you can't, Blauser's liable to do the same thing here, so we'll see how Auburn plays this defensively, But I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Blauser showed bunt as well if Auburn doesn't come up.
First and second and no one out. Throw to first, actually first and third with no one out. Throw to first. And Johnson, who has 15 stolen bases in 16 attempts, is back.
I'm going to guess they're going to have him running fairly early, try to stay out of a double play, and again put pressure, strain on this Auburn infield.
Stretch and pitch. Blauser does bunt it. First base side. Run will score. Chatterton flips to first for the out. And Jacksonville State, with 3 straight bunts, leads Auburn 1-0.
And that was with Bingham and holding Johnson at first base, but he couldn't come in any more than that. So, again, they show you their prowess with the bat early on, not afraid to come out and have 3 straight bunts to manufacture a run.
Blauser's 32nd RBI on a sacrifice bunt. And here's the DH, Brady Thomas, hitting .242, 3 homers, 14 runs batted in. Big left-handed hitter for Jack State, and the pitch to him misses high for ball 1. Thomas, 6'5", 215 from Brandon, Mississippi, a transfer from Jones College. Slightly open stands from the left side. Jack State leads Auburn 1-0. Stretch and a throw back to second with the shortstop covering. No tag applied by Brandon McCrane.
Their 4 losses this year. They lost 2 to Cincinnati early in the year, like their first series of the year. And the other 4 losses are midweek against in-state opponents.
Including 4-3 to Alabama last weekend.
Yeah.
Or last week, I'm sorry, the pitch. High fly ball into deep right field. Back at the warning track, and that's a home run. And it's quickly 3-0 Jacksonville State. On the 4th homer of the season for Brady Thomas, a no-doubter to right.
And maybe the best bat flip of the year we've seen from an opposing player. But he caught every bit of that. They have felt like they could have won every one of these midweek games. They've come out tonight with aggression just as much for their own sake as they have to try to put pressure on Auburn here tonight.
Base is empty, but 3 runs home for Jacksonville State here in the first. And here's Grayson Ash, the catcher. Wind in the pitch. Popped it up. Shallow right center field. Mason McCrane is on. Underneath this one, makes the catch for the second out. Well, they have gone early in the count, either with the full swing or the bunts.
Yep.
They're not working Chatterton at all right now. 2 down. And here's Matthew Cash, the first baseman. 264 the average, a homer, 17 runs batted in. Three to nothing. Jacksonville State on top. We're in the top of the first. Wind and delivery. Fly ball into left. Back is Terrell, just shy of the warning track. Now in a few steps, and the inning comes to a close.
The 36th time this year Jacksonville State has had 3 hits or more in an inning.
3 runs on 3 hits, an Auburn error, and no one left. We go to the bottom of the first. Jacksonville State 3, and Auburn comes to the plate. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the plains, Aubie's Kids Club, presented by Chaffee's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle!
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
3 runs for Jacksonville State in the first inning, and so Ryan Garrity has a 3-run lead defensively behind him. Jacksonville State has Luke Williams in left, Jackson Pate in center, Greg LaChance in right. Along the infield, Trey King at third, Caleb Johnson at short, Cooper Blauser is at second, Matthew Cash at first. Grayson Ash is the catcher. Garrity this year 0-1, 10 relief appearances. This is his first start. ERA just under 5. It's 4.95. 20 innings pitched, 18 hits, 13 runs, 11 of those earned, 15 walks, 21 strikeouts. He's hit 4 batters, thrown 3 wild pitches, balked once. Teams are hitting .234 against Garrity, and he was a late change to their lineup. James Wilson was the original scheduled starter. He started last midweek for the Gamecocks, did not record an out, and they were going to go with him, but they made the decision, I don't know, hour or two before the ball game today to make the change. And so it'll be Carter, Freilich, and Rembert due up for Auburn, and see if the Tigers can answer any of those 3 Jacksonville State runs from the first inning.
Bristol batting .330 on the year, a couple homers, 18 runs batted in, 22 stolen bases in 23 attempts. Tigers, by the way, white tops and bottoms with the blue numerals and lettering, orange trim. White ball caps, the blue bill tonight for the Tigers, and trailing 3-0 before Bristol Carter steps into the batter's box to face Ryan Garrity. Right-hander on right-hander here. He winds and fires. Carter takes it high and inside at 91 for ball 1.
What you like about this team is they understand they don't have to get it all back at once. We're at the very early stages, the beginning of this ball game. So they can be patient, not have to change their at-bats at all.
1-0 pitch to Carter on the way. Drops in for a strike. Garrity with 21 strikeouts, 15 walks this season, has not given up a homer. A ball and a strike to Bristol. Freilich and Rembert to follow here in the Auburn first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive deep to left, but foul. Beyond the Yeti yard. A ball and 2 strikes to the Auburn center fielder.
Garrity last year 2-1 with a save, 30 2/3 innings.
He's ahead of Bristol, a ball and 2 strikes. Wind and delivery. Did he go around and appeal to first? He did not. Auburn caught a break.
Yeah, I think so too.
Waved it 1 off the outside corner. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Garrity pitched against Auburn last year at the game in Jacksonville. 3 innings, did not allow a run in those 3 innings.
Auburn led early. Jacksonville State tied it. Lucas Steele untied it in the top of the 9th with a home run. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bristol Carter. Wind to the 2-2 pitch. He went around on that one. Could not hold up. Strikeout for Garrity to open the bottom half of the first.
Well, and there you see the confidence in the slider that he didn't get the swing and the miss, or at least the call swing and the miss on the pitch before he came right back to it. He believed in the pitch.
1 down, and here's Chase Freilich. .333 his average. The Auburn catcher with 6 homers, 26 runs batted in. Hoping in that series finale against Arkansas on Saturday. He and Bub Terrell tied with 6 home runs apiece. 1 down, nobody on for Auburn in the bottom of the first. And the first pitch to Freilich. In there for a strike. Three to nothing, Jacksonville State leads it. 3 straight bunts to open the inning, plus a 2-run homer plated the 3 runs for the Gamecocks. Now the 0-1. Off the outside edge, 1-1 on the fastball at 93. Garrity out of Mundelein, Illinois. Transferred from Wichita State, 6'1", 200 pounds, a junior, and a right-hander. Now the 1-1. Fastball inside corner, strike 2.
They had him played that way defensively, too, like they were going to pitch him inside. They're in the shift, and now with 2 strikes, they go into the full shift. It was kind of conspicuous The shift was conspicuous by its absence against Arkansas this weekend. They never played him that way.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Freilich. Wind in the pitch. Fought off a pitch that was up a little bit and fouled it off the left side out of play.
We see that a lot from Chase, the 2-strike swing. He shortens it. Fouls off a lot of pitches with 2 strikes.
Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Freilich. 1 down, Auburn first inning. Tigers trail 3-0. Garrity, the wind in the pitch. Missed the outside corner again, off speed at 85, 2-2 the count. He went to 2-2 and struck out the right-handed hitting Bristol Carter on a slider. What does he come into Freilich on this 2-2 pitch?
Yeah, does he feel like he can use the same pitch against the lefties as he can the righties, or does he try to get him to chase high fastball again?
Here's a 2-2. Fastball up, maybe a little out. Count goes full to the Auburn catcher. Rembert just beyond the on-deck circle for the Tigers.
Freilich's thinking that way too. He's thinking a couple of things. He's thinking about how he normally gets pitched, and then he's thinking like the catcher. What would he call in this situation?
Garrity a big sigh, winds and fires. Freilich fouls it back to the screen. 93 fastball, and Chase just spoiled the pitch.
Just a little bit lower than the one before it. I would be a little surprised if he went to that well again. But does he feel like he can get the slider there? Because if he makes a mistake, Freilich can crush it.
Outfield play straight away, deep in left and in right. Here's another 3-2. Got him. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Garrity.
And it was the slider, and it was a really well-placed slider, too.
2 outs, there's Chris Rembert. Auburn second baseman hitting 2, make that 326. 3 homers and 23 runs batted in. He bats with 2 outs and nobody on. Wind in the pitch. High strike call, 0-1.
Foul that
2
one
outs
away.
And nobody on. Wind in the pitch. High strike call, 0-1.
Foul that
2
one
outs
away.
And nobody on. Wind in the pitch. No balls and a strike to Rembert. Here's the wind in the pitch. Chopper foul at the plate. Quickly 0-2, and he's gotten ahead of all 3 hitters here in the first. Here's the wind in the pitch. Folks still filing into the ballpark. They come up the steps and take a look at the scoreboard. Might be a little surprised right now. Auburn trails 3-0. 2 outs and nobody on for Auburn here in the first. Garrity ahead of Rembert, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. Missed just the outside corner. Garrity thought he had strike 3. He was already on his way to the dugout. A ball and 2 strikes.
Not a bad idea, though. It's a pitch he got Carter with. He's been able to locate it really well here in the first inning.
Third baseman King, even in the first inning, guarding the line. 1-2 pitch to Rembert. Chopper foul to the backstop. Just got a piece of it. Beautiful evening for baseball. Gorgeous evening. Tigers going to have to come from behind tonight. Trail 3-0. 2 outs, nobody on in the first. 1-2 to Rembert. Got him swinging. He struck out the side.
With the slider. All 3 batters he got with that slider.
3 up, 3 down for Auburn in the first. Jacksonville State on top of the Tigers. 3-0. Stay tuned. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
Tonight's second inning presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Christian Chatterton threw a total of 8 pitches in the first inning.
Yeah.
Gave up 3 runs and 3 hits in doing so.
Not a lot of innings that you can give up 3 runs and get 3 outs and throw 8 pitches.
Bottom third of the order for Jacksonville State in the second. LaChance, King, and Williams to face Chatterton. And the bullpen will already get active for Jacksonville State. Not because Garrity has been ineffective, but I just think this is going to be, we're going to see a lot of pitchers tonight, possibly for both teams.
If the first inning's any indication, I'd like to see as little of that slider as possible the rest of the night.
Christian, the wind and the pitch to Greg LaChance. Fastball in there first. Well, actually, that was the change at 77.
Well, but he got the high strike call too, so consistency.
LaChance hitting .273, a homer, 7 runs batted in. Right-hander against the right-hander Chatterton.
I'd watch a bunt.
Wind and pitch. Popped it up. Middle of the infield. Who wants this one? How about the shortstop? Brandon McCrane. Called off Rembert. That takes a little moxie, doesn't it? And made the catch.
Well, those 3 early runs, and maybe Jack State would have been this aggressive anyway, but they are swinging early in counts, and Chatterton has used the changeup a lot more to his advantage to get him underneath the ball on those early swings.
Here's the third baseman, Trey King, another left-handed hitter against the righty Chatterton. 1 out, nobody on for Jacksonville State. First pitch. Drops in for a strike at 76. There's another change. King hitting .281, 2 homers, 16 runs batted in. Wind and the pitch to King. Late swing, and he fouls it back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. King, one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the batting order for Jacksonville State with at least 3 stolen bases.
Yeah.
His ball club is 71 of 88 stealing bases this season. King behind 0-2. Chatterton winds and fires. Up the left side, curving foul and into the stands.
Auburn's got the shift against him, and they're playing him to pull in the outfield as well. And so to his credit, he took a shot to left.
Count remains no balls and 2 strikes to King.
To his credit, he took a shot to left.
Chatterton winds and fires. He missed outside. Count remains no balls. Got away from him. Ball and 2 strikes.
To left.
Chatterton winds and fires. Rembert into shallow right field. Change up. Got away. Brandon McCrane, where Rembert typically would be. Wind in the pitch. Line drive into right. Rembert into shallow Mason right McCrane field. Back a few steps, makes the catch. 2 outs.
Everything in the air. Everything that's not a bunt tonight has been in the air, whether it's a home run or the 4 straight fly ball outs.
Luke Williams, left-handed hitter, left fielder for Jacksonville State. Bats with 2 outs and nobody on in the second. Couple homers, 8 runs batted in, 5 stolen bases on the year. He's batting .294. Open stance from the left side, the pitch to him. Fastball. Didn't get the high strike call there, 1-0. Auburn, you can hear someone, I guess it's Carl Nutt, maybe have been Gabe Gross, moving Bub Terrell over into left center field. The pitch. There's a strike, 1-1.
Well, it's been really heavy changeup in this inning.
That one had some down movement to it.
Yeah.
Count is even and a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch. Up the middle and through for a base hit.
Auburn was playing him to pull, and Rembert was way over toward first. Wasn't quite the shift, or they would have had a play. They were just playing him to pull, and he hit it in that open spot.
2-out single for Williams, and it catapults the order to the top of the order for Jacksonville State. And here's Jackson Pate.
And already Guevara is up a couple feet on the infield grass.
Has to shade the sunlight with his glove. Pate reached on a bunt single, went to second on a throwing error by Chatterton. And a throw to first. And Williams, with 5 stolen bases, is back to the bag. A runner at first, 2 outs. We're in the top of the third. Jacksonville State up 3-1 or 3-0. I believe a warning about going from the mouth to the ball against Chatterton. Throw to first. Close, but safe at first. Outfield plays Pate to pull. So does the Auburn infield. Guevara up at third. Here's the pitch. Strike. Fastball at 89. Brandon McCrane, the shortstop, shielding the sunlight as well. Near the second base bag, another throw to first, and King is back. Excuse me, Williams is back. Stretch by Chatterton. He comes set in the 0-1. Drops inside, a ball and a strike. Activity in the Auburn pen, Marcel Kulik, sophomore right-hander out of Eastchester, New York. Warming up for the Tigers. Stretch. Here's the 1-1. High, 2-1. A pop-up by LaChance to open the inning. A line drive to right by King. And then on a 1-1 pitch, Luke Williams singled through the right side. He's at first. 2 balls and a strike to count to Jackson Pate. Stretching the pitch. Swing and a miss at the change. 2-2.
It's been more than 8 pitches, but he's been much more settled here in the second inning, Chatterton.
2-2, the count to Pate. Stretch by Chatterton. The pitch. Bounced up there past Fralick to his right. Williams around second base. He's going to third. Here's the throw, and he is out. A one-hopper. Guevara dug it out, and Williams got a little greedy. And they will appeal the play at third, so hold the phones.
Yeah, they think that he got his hand in there. The throw beat him by, 8 feet.
2-5 on the putout.
State is challenging the ruling on the field of out at third base. It's under further review.
So they will go to the umpire's room through the Auburn dugout to take a look at this play. The ball bounced to the right of Fralick. Chase had trouble finding the ball, and Williams being aggressive.
Williams was 1 step past second when Chase got the ball. He may have gotten the left hand in
May
there.
have. This is going to be closer than perhaps it looked in real time.
Throw beat him by so much.
He dove in head first. And I don't know if Guevara got the glove hand going by, glanced off it, it's an out. If they're getting the tag as we see it, up a little bit, I think he might be safe.
Yeah, this is tough. This is much closer than maybe it should have been.
The original call is out.
Yeah.
So we have to see enough evidence that he is in there. If play resumes, it'll be 3 ball and 2 strikes and a runner at third with 2 outs. Really good throw by Fralick and a nice job to dig it out by Guevara and then apply the tag. Now, was the tag in time? And here comes the call from, I believe, the home plate umpire, Brian Hale.
After review, the runner at third is out. Jacksonville State loses the challenge. They have one remaining.
And the inning comes to a close on the throw by Freilich to Guevara at third. No runs, a hit, no errors, and no one left. Pate will lead off the third for Jacksonville State. We go to the bottom of the second. Gamecocks lead the Tigers 3-0. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing, we believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It's about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. As a proud Ream dealer, we're committed to offering top quality products and faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
Keeping your money in a traditional savings account is like using the Yellow Pages instead of Google. Outdated and slow. Skip the small, slow returns and put your money to work with the Max Elevate Money Market. You get all the same security of a savings account, plus the ability to earn even more on your money. Get started at mymax.com/elevate or call us at 260-2600. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Terrell, Guevara, and Bingaman for Auburn in the bottom of the second. Tigers trail 3-0. Listen to all things SEC, including live games and SEC This Morning. Tune to Sirius XM SEC Radio, channel 374, and streaming on the Sirius XM app. Auburn is 5-2 in the midweeks this season, has won 4 straight home midweek games, outscoring opponents 36-9. But Auburn trails 3-0 here in the bottom half of the second.
And Jacksonville State is 17-1 this year when it scores first. Now they're 27-6 overall, so a lot of stats where they're very heavily weighted toward the win column, but 17-1 when they score first. And now, have they seen something with Garrity that they don't like? Because the Jacksonville State pitching coach went out to talk to Brian Hale, and they are going out and talking to their starting pitcher.
Coach Beezer was out there initially.
Yep. It was a quick conversation.
It is. So Garrity, who struck out the side on 17 pitches in the first, remains on the hill for Jacksonville State. Bub Terrell will lead it off for Auburn. Tiger left fielder batting .298, 6 homers, and 19 runs batted in.
You find pitching coaches are some of the most observant people on the planet.
First pitch to Bub. Swing and a miss at a fastball at 92.
They watch all these guys throw over and over again, and they can look out and go, oh, that didn't look right.
Winding the 0-1 pitch to Bub. High with the fastball, evens the count at 1-1.
So far, Garrity just threw one quick inning, get ahead with the fastball, put him away with the slider.
Count is even at a ball and a strike. Stretch, 1-1. Bub fouls it. Got jammed a bit, but fouled it back. Count a ball and 2 strikes to Bub. Outfield play straight away and deep with Terrell at the plate. Infield back with 2 strikes. The first baseman, Cash, guarding the line. In the first inning, on this pitch, we typically saw a slider. Here's the 1-2. Fouled back. I believe that was the slider, and Terrell spoiled it. Three runs on 4 hits for Jacksonville State. Auburn looking for its first base runner of the night. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Terrell. Missed upstairs, 2-2. Fastball, we've seen him top out at 93 early on tonight. But it's that mid-80s off-speed pitch that has given Auburn some trouble. Now the 2-2. Bub swings and misses. And Garrity has struck out the first 4 men that he has faced, all swinging. Here's Eric Guevara. My goodness. Guevara hit over 500 at last weekend for the Tigers. Raised his average to 343. 5 homers and 23 runs batted in. 1 out, nobody on for the Tigers in the bottom of the first. Wind and the pitch. Miss low and away.
Come on.
1 out, nobody on for Auburn. We're in the second, the 1-0 pitch. High fastball, 2-2. I think this is the first player or first batter that he's fallen behind in this game tonight.
Well, and normally you would think fastball count here.
2-0 pitch to Guevara. Here it is. Strike call on the inside corner, 2-1. 7-game hitting streak right now for Guevara. He's 11 of 25 during that span, hitting .440. Led Auburn with 8 hits last week. Here's the 2-1. High, ball 3. $12 multi-hit games for Guevara. That leads the Auburn team. Tied for the team lead with 7 multi-RBI efforts. Batting .359 in SEC play. 3-1. Ball 4, he walked it, and that's Auburn's first base runner of the night. Obviously, the wheels are just falling off for
Yeah, they need to go
Garrity.
get him.
Yeah.
They need to go get him now.
After 4 strikeouts, he walks Guevara.
Now, I will say in jest, last week, Chatterton's issues at Georgia Tech began after he got the first 4 of the game out relatively easily, and that's when it started. But boy, Garrity has looked good here in the early going until that at bat, and he fell behind. That was the key. Fell behind 2-0.
Here's Ethan Bingaman, the Auburn first baseman. Good lead for Guevara at first. Here's the pitch. Bingaman takes a strike at the ankles.
Woo. Well, Grayson Ash gets credit for that one.
Nice job to bring it up. Bingaman hitting .276, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. Boy, did he have some big swings this weekend against Arkansas. Here's the stretch and the 0-1 pitch to the Auburn first baseman. Check swing, foul at the plate. And Bingaman now set up for the slider at no balls and 2 strikes. Bingaman is Auburn's RBI leader in SEC play this year with 9. Had 5 runs batted in last week for the Tigers. Guevara gets his lead at first. 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging with the fastball. 5 strikeouts.
Up and away. And he has done it to lefties and to righties. He did this last year against Auburn at their place. 3 innings worth.
Certainly doing it tonight.
Yeah.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the DH, Logan Gregorio. Guevara with the lead at first. Here's the pitch. Pass ball a little bit out. A ball and no strikes. Gregorio hitting .200. A homer and 6 runs batted in.
Garrity went 4 innings against Alabama a week ago. Just 1 run on 1 hit. 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. 4 innings was the season high.
Gregorio takes ball 2 high and away. 2 balls and no strikes.
His worst outing of the year was against UAB 2 weeks ago. 4 runs on 4 hits in just 1 inning. I mean, every other time out, it's 1, 2, or 0 earned runs.
2-0 pitch. Ball 3 low. Good job to block it on a backhand stab by Ash. And it's 3-0 now. Three and 0 the count to Gregorio. Guevara gets his lead at first, 2 down. The pitch. Down the middle for a strike.
Something these 2 and 3 ball counts and the walk and even the strikeouts, they will drive the pitch count up a little bit. He's at 36 pitches.
3-1 to Gregorio. Left-handed hitter, open stance. Guevara gets his lead at first, 2 down in the Auburn second. The pitch. Hit him. Came up and in, hit him on the lead hand. I think Garrity would like to say that ball hit the bat, not Gregorio.
That's what Steve Beeser's going to argue too.
Either that or the fact that he was leaning out over the plate and didn't move out of the way.
Yeah.
One of the two. Well, the latter may be true.
I agree.
He was leaning out over the plate. There was not a lot of movement to get out of the way of the ball. I think the question is, was he leaning out enough to where if he doesn't get out of the way of the ball, then it is not a hit batter. The conversation with Steve Beeser and Brian Hale continues.
Gabe Gross uses this opportunity to talk to Brandon McCrane and Mason. Mostly Brandon.
Now, remember, they've already lost a challenge as Jacksonville State. Does Steve Beeser want to use possibly his last remaining challenge right here?
And I think that's why he's fighting so hard for, rather than just ask for the challenge, he's trying to argue his case here instead.
Well, and he may be asking, hey, get the other umpires in to give you a look.
This is a veteran coach. They had a 19-game turnaround from the year before to last year.
And
they're going to talk about it.
Challenging the ruling on the field, hit by pitch with no intent. It's under further review.
Okay.
Well,
from what we have seen on the replay, I wouldn't be surprised if Jacksonville State isn't successful right here.
Yep, it very well could go their way. Of course, I thought that on the first challenge, too.
Oh, you were wrong, Brad.
I was. You're right. Not the first time someone has said that.
Oh, you're correct about that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I got one.
Yeah. Again, this is not the centralized replay. The officials, the umpires, got to get into baseball mode here, Andy. The umpires go into a room beyond the Auburn dugout to take a look for themselves.
Very clearly, Garrity was motioning. He put his arm out. Kind of chicken winged it. He didn't work hard to get out of the way.
That is correct.
Made no effort to do that.
It's a 3-0 Jacksonville State lead with 2 outs in the bottom of the Auburn second. As the play stands right now, Auburn has runners at first and second with 2 down. And Brandon McCrane coming to the plate. But the appeal or the challenge by Jacksonville State is that Gregorio did not try to get out of the way of the pitch in which he was hit by. Jacksonville State lost any challenge in the top half of this inning, leaving them 1 to work with. They lose this one, they're done for the game.
And
as far as challenges are concerned.
And Auburn will have runners at first and second. They'll have somebody in scoring position, and it starts you get a brand new batter, more pitches into the starter.
Currently 36 right now for Garrity.
They are taking a good long look at this one.
The last 3 Jacksonville State losses are all midweek games. Samford on March 17th, UAB on the 24th, and Alabama last week. The Gamecocks have not lost a game in Conference USA.
They've been mowing through
Yes,
conference
they have.
play.
And this review continues in the umpire's room.
This review's taking as long as Georgia Presbyterian took earlier today in Athens. On the Yellowwood scoreboard, Georgia won that game 28-3.
Goodness.
Presbyterian walked 14 batters.
Boy, against that lineup, you're in some trouble.
Uh-huh. Also on the Yellowwood scoreboard, Mississippi State leads UAB 2-0. They go to the third there. Alabama's on top of Samford 4-0 in the second. Texas A&M leads Texas State 2-0 in the first. College of Charleston with a 4-0 lead at South Carolina in the third. It's Tennessee 5, Northern Kentucky 3 in the sixth. Kentucky and Louisville are tied at 1 in the bottom of the sixth. Kentucky comes here this weekend. Missouri leads Missouri State 2-1. Florida State and Florida are scoreless in the top of the third. LSU, Bethune-Cookman scoreless. They're just underway in Baton Rouge. No score between Ole Miss and Alcorn State. And later, actually just about to get underway, Texas and Incarnate Word in Austin. That is the full Yellowwood scoreboard of SEC action as the review continues.
Could they be looking at anything else other than whether he had the elbow over the plate and then he didn't move it? Here comes the call from Brian Hale.
After review, hit by pitch, no intent, first base.
And Jacksonville State now has 0 challenges for the rest of tonight.
Well, that was a risky move to make that challenge in the second inning of a game.
So Guevara to second, Gregorio to first, and Brandon McCrane to the plate, batting .347. No homers and 13 runs batted in. Tigers trail 3-0. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Stretch by Garrity. Here comes the pitch. High, ball 1.
And McCrane is coming off a 3-hit game in the finale against Arkansas, so trying to take a little momentum from the weekend into the midweek.
Outfield play straight away. Infield back with 2 outs. Stretch by Garrity. Now the 1-0. Out in front, McCrane. A ball and a strike at the slider. One and 1 the count to McCrane. First and second, 2 down. The pitch. Strike call on the inside corner.
Really?
He has struck out 5 of the, well, all 5 outs are strikeouts.
Yep.
All 5 outs are strikeouts swinging.
Back-to-back sliders. Does he try to go away with this one?
Stretch in the 1-2. Got him swinging with the slider. And through 2 innings, Garrity has struck out 6. Through 2, Jacksonville State leads Auburn 3-0. Stay tuned. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
It is 3-0 Jacksonville State as we move to the third inning, and Auburn makes a War Eagle Plus call to the bullpen for Christian Chatterton. No, Christian Chatterton is out, and Marcel Kulik is in, the transfer from Virginia Tech. 6 feet, 200-pound sophomore right-hander. 3 2/3 innings this year in 4 outings. His earned run average 9.82. 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Team's hitting .353 against Marcel Kulik. Gave up a couple of runs in his very first outing without giving up or without recording an out, and so that drove the ERA way up. His next 2 2/3 against Texas and South Alabama, just 1 hit allowed with 4 strikeouts. Then he gave up 2 runs on 3 hits and an inning of work at Georgia Tech last week with no walks and a strikeout in 24 pitches. So Marcel Kulik is on. Christian Chatterton gave up 3 runs on 4 hits in the first 2 innings of this game. So Kulik is on and Chatterton is out.
And it's Jackson Pate who was at the plate when Luke Williams tried to go from first to third on a wild pitch. And a swing on a line drive down the left field line, curving, it is fair. And to the warning track. And Jackson Pate is into second base with a leadoff double. He is 2 for 2 on the night. So the leadoff man at second base, just like it was in the first, in Pate. And here is Caleb Johnson. And you got to watch for the bunt now.
Yep. And Guevara already in a couple of feet on the grass at third and near the line.
Johnson, a bunt single. He scored one of the 3 Jacksonville State runs in the first inning. Left-handed hitter. He shows bunt, does bunt. Out in front. Guevara fields, throws, not in time.
It's just perfect bunt. Eric slipped a little bit as he went to plant and make the throw. I don't know if that was the difference. It didn't help him, but it was a magnificently executed bunt, just executed perfectly.
And like the first, Jacksonville State has runners at the corners and nobody out. And Cooper Blauser to the plate. Remember, he bunted to home the run in the first inning.
Yeah, there's no question. Bingaman has to be ready for that, and so does Kulik coming off the mound, and Fralick may be out there to remind him.
Kulik has thrown 2 pitches.
Yep.
A slicing double to left and a bunt single. And Jacksonville State threatening to add to a 3-0 lead here in the third inning. Third inning presented by the Vance Law Firm. At the Vance Law Firm, they say dial 3 for me. 334-333-3333. That's the 6th hit of the night for Jacksonville State. Pate at third and Johnson at first and nobody out. And Kulik works off the stretch. Corners come in. Blauser shows bunt, takes it high for ball 1. Kulik comes set. 1-0 pitch. Again, Blauser shows bunt, but Kulik misses low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Runners at the corners and no one out for Jacksonville State here in the third. Gamecocks lead the Tigers 3-0. Stretch by Kulik. Here's the 2-0. Blauser. Fly ball into center. Bristol Carter back. Now circles in. Gives way. No, he caught it. Here comes the throw home. It's cut off. McCrane wanted to catch that. He has a better arm to throw in. Not sure it would have mattered, but Carter cut in front, made the catch and a run home, and it's a 4-0 lead for Jacksonville State. And Blauser does not have an official at bat tonight, but has 2 runs batted in. Now Brady Thomas to the plate.
Very fundamentally sound top part of the order there.
Throw to first. Caleb Johnson is back. He has 15 stolen bases this year. Thomas with a bomb to right in the first. A 2-run shot. It was a no-doubter. Runner at first and one out here in the third. Stretch in the pitch. Misses low, blocked by Fralick. The runner stays at first. Four to nothing. Jacksonville State with the Auburn lead. Here's the stretch. And the 1-0, the runner goes. Fastball, outside throw to second base, and he's in there. Ball gets away from McCray, and I don't think it was an out anyway.
Nope.
It will be the 16th stolen base for Johnson.
Yeah, 8 stolen bases for Pate, 16 for Johnson, 16 for Blauser. As a team, they run a lot, mainly these three at the top of the order. They just create so much.
And now 2-0 the count to Thomas, who hit his 4th home run in the first. It was a 2-run blast. Kulik stretches. Here comes the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner, 2-1.
That trio, Pate, Johnson, and Blauser, have now scored 85 runs this year for the Gamecocks. They get on and they get in.
They have scored 4 tonight. Stretch. Throw back to second base. Runner back with the tag from Brandon McCrane. Johnson with the lead at second. 2-1 the count to Brady Thomas. Big left-handed hitter, the pitch. Strike call. Took something off of that one, found the outside corner. It's 2-2. Kulik comes set. Here's the 2-2. Miss low and inside with the fastball. Count is full. Three and two the count to Brady Thomas. Here comes the pitch. Line drive into right center field. It's down for a base hit. Runner will hold up at third. Throw comes back in. Cut off nicely by Bingaman. And Brady Thomas is 2 for 2 tonight. And again, runners at the corners with one out here in the third inning. And here's Grayson Ash. Jacksonville State catcher, flied it into right back in the first inning. 4-0 Gamecocks. They have runners at the corners with one out. Kulik shakes off a sign. Checks the runner at first. Here comes the pitch. Low, ball one. Auburn outfield plays Ash to pull. Right-handed hitter ahead in the count, a ball and no strikes. Here comes the pitch. He shows bunt. Takes a strike.
A little surprised that they're not moving Thomas.
He has 4 stolen bases.
Either to try to stay out of a double play or just make Auburn make a play.
A ball and a strike to Gray. Roll corners come in. He swings and lifts it into left for a base hit. He got jammed, but he fisted it into left, and it's 5-0 Jacksonville State with the lead.
Because the first two are getting on. And that's not a bad pitch by Kulik. Ash just got the hands in there and was able to turn on it enough for a little bloop into left field.
Team leading 41st run batted in this year for Ash. Thomas at second, one out. First and second. Well, the top two in the order. A double by Pate, a bunt single by Johnson. They both come home to score. It's a 5-0 lead for Jacksonville State. And here's Matthew Cash. Auburn still looking for his first hit of the night. And Tigers trail 5-0. Ground ball right side, backhand stab by Bingaman to second for one to first. Safe with the pitcher covering. And there's 2 outs with the runners at first and third.
Cash got down that line in a hurry. And they will call Cash out
Wow.
due to interference at second base.
The call down there by Jack Furlong. And Steve Beezer is out to argue the call. And now the umpires gather. If there's going to be a challenge, the umpires have to do it because Jacksonville State is out of challenges. We're going to have a new pitcher for Jacksonville State, it would appear. A couple more runs in the inning on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. 5-0 Jacksonville State leads it. This is the Auburn Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the third, and that hole's a little bit bigger for the Tigers, trailing 5-0. And this is good news, a pitching change for Jacksonville State. Garrity struck out 6 in his first 2 innings of work, and from a right-hander to a left-hander for Jacksonville State here in the bottom half of the third.
Yep. Josh Sibley is the pitcher for Jacksonville State. Sibley, 6 feet, 185 out of Sharpsburg, Georgia. He is a redshirt junior. Sibley, no record, 9 appearances, 8 of those in relief, 7 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 15 strikeouts. He's given up a double, 3 home runs, 2 wild pitches. Teams are hitting .276 against Josh Sibley.
Mason McCrane will be the first one to face him. It's the 9-1-2 hitters for Auburn in the third against Sibley. The first pitch is a ball high. Well, Garrity was terrific in 2 innings of work. No runs, no hits, a walk, struck out 6, hit a batter. And he gives way to Sibley and a 5-0 lead. The pitch, swing and a miss by McCrane. 1-1 the count. Mason hitting .279, a homer, 22 runs batted in. 1-1. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes to McCrane. One and 2 the count to the Auburn right fielder. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Missed down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to McCrane. Tigers trail 5-0. Auburn has been out hit 8-0 here in the first
and Auburn
2.5 innings.
Had a good long meeting in between innings in the dugout.
2-2. McCrane chops it foul. McCrane, then Carter and Freilich for Auburn in the bottom of the third. Y into the 2-2. High and away, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Auburn's 2 base runners in the first 2 innings, a walk and a hit batter. But Garrity struck out 6 in his first 2 innings, the 3-2. Inside, and McCrane is on with a leadoff walk. And here is Bristol Carter. A strikeout victim to Garrity to open the Auburn first. Couple homers, 18 runs batted in on the year for Bristol Carter, batting .326. Stretch, and here's the pitch. Bristol with a single through the left side. Auburn's first hit of the night. Pitch, Brad, was left up just a little bit.
Yep, it was, and he's been anxious to try to get things going offensively. He's always been aggressive all year at the plate. And yeah, that one was inner half and belt high, and he doesn't miss many of those.
And here is Chase Fralick. Struck out on a 3-2 pitch in the first. Batting .331, a team leading 6 homers. And 26 runs batted in. First and second, and no one out for Auburn in the third. The pitch just off the outside corner. A ball and no strikes.
So since that come to Jesus meeting, if you will, in the dugout in between innings, Tigers have drawn a walk and gotten their first hit of the ball game.
1-0 pitch to Fralick. Strike called on the outside edge. A ball and a strike. One and one the count to Chase. Sibley pitches. Line drive to the first baseman on a hop. The only play he has is to first base. He says he caught it. The ball was ruled that it hit the ground to first. And Auburn has runners at second and third and nobody out. And remember, Jacksonville State has no more challenges left. Yep. Ball was hit hard by Fralick to the first baseman, Cash. First base umpire, Jack Furlong, says that it hit the ground first.
He's out of challenges.
Now he can gather the umpires. Furlong can gather the umpires. If he wants further clarity, he will not.
And Jack Furlong is standing 2 feet away from the play. And I think, and this is total speculation, but he just kind of made a movement, bobbed his head a little bit. I wonder if he heard it hit the ground. Because you could hear the ground and then the glove if that's indeed what happened.
McCrane to third and Carter to second. And here is Chris Rembert, the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Pitch that was down and out of the strike zone. 1-0 the count to Chris, a strikeout victim in the first. Terrell waits on deck. Tigers trying to get on the board, trailing 5-0. Stretch and delivery. Swing and a miss. That was a foul tip. 0-2 the count to Rembert. He has seen back-to-back off-speed pitches down and has come up empty on a pair of swings. 0-2 pitch from Sibley to Rembert. Strike 3 call on the outside corner as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. And now Terrell to the plate with 2 outs and 2 on for Auburn. Boy, he carved up Rembert. Stretch by Sibley, the pitch. Terrell takes a strike. McCrane at third and Carter at second. Good wheels out there if Bub can find some green patches to hit to. The pitch. Ground ball foul, and it's quickly 0-2.
And credit Sibley. He got the hard hit ball for an out by Fralick, and then 1-2-3 Rembert, and now 0-2 to Terrell.
Two outs, 2 on for Auburn. Bottom of the third, 5-0 Jacksonville State. 0-2 pitch to Bub. Got him swinging. No runs hit, no errors, and 2 men left. Auburn has stranded 4. We're through 3. Jacksonville State 5, Auburn nothing. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
We go to the fourth, and a Ford F-150 call to the bullpen for the Tigers to their closer. Ryan Hetzler, junior right-hander, 5'11", 185 from Corona, California, and transferred in last year out of Cal Baptist. 3-1 this year, a 3.00 earned run average. This will be the 9th relief appearance of the season for Hetzler. With 1 save, 12 innings, 4 runs on 14 hits, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks, a homer. And opponents are hitting .298 against Ryan Hetzler. Marcel Kulik, 1 inning of work, 2 runs on 4 hits. He threw 15 pitches, 9 4 strikes. So Auburn on its 3rd pitcher of the night, as Jacksonville State comes to the plate in the bottom or the top of the 4th, bottom 3rd to the of the order to the dish, and Brad Law takes you through the middle 3.
This is a message from Butch Thompson too. They're bringing their closer in here in the 4th inning. Not only could the game be in the balance at this point, but they're searching for somebody who's going to bring some intensity. And Hetzler, they believe, can do that. He starts LaChance with a fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. LaChance popped out to short his first time. Pitch. Slider missed off the outside corner, 1-1. 5-0, Jacksonville State. They've out-hit Auburn 8-1. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at the slider, 1-2. 5-0 in the top of the 4th. Jacksonville State 27-6, ranked 21st. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball left side, backhand stop McCrane. He jumps and throws, stretched by Bingaman for the out. 1 away, top of the 4th inning, and that is our Cook's Pest Control defensive play of the game. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control. South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control provider of the Auburn Tigers. I held my breath a little when Brandon jumped to make the throw, but he still had enough on it to get the out. LaChance retired of the Auburn Tigers. I held my breath a little when Brandon first jumped pitch to Trey King,
throw,
but he still had enough on misses it for ball 1 to get the out. LaChance retired. 1-0. Up and in, 2-0. King flied to right his first time. 2-0 delivery. Fastball, a little bit low, 3-0. Jacksonville State got 3 in the first, got 2 in the 3rd. Top 4 in the order doing damage. 3-0 pitch, there's a strike on the inside corner. Hetzler, second year with the program, into the wind, his 3-1. Fly ball left field, long run. Bub Terrell slicing away toward the line. It drops in fair territory, and it's extra bases for King. He pulls into second. It's a stand-up double for the Jacksonville State third baseman. He got ahead in the count, a 3-1 pitch, and he went the other way with it. And for Trey King, it's his 7th double of the season.
And the 9th hit of the night for Jacksonville State. Just down the line, no chance for Bub Terrell to get there.
Nope, the only hope there for Auburn was that it would slice foul. And it didn't. So a man in scoring position for the number 9 hitter, Luke Williams. Guevara comes in at third. From the stretch, Hetzler deals and gets a strike with a slider. 0-1. Williams singled in the second. And then on a wild pitch, tried to go first to third and was thrown out at third. Breaking ball drops in for strike 2. That was more of the slow curve from Hetzler, and it gets him ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Top of the 4th, Tigers trail 5-0. Bub Terrell jogs in from left center to straightaway left. The 0-2 pitch is a fastball downstairs, 1-2. Beautiful night for baseball. Not quite a capacity crowd. They're waiting on something to get loud about. 1-2 pitch. Swing, a little tapper right side. That's a foul ball. Come back and we'll do it again. Still a ball, 2 strikes.
Christian Chatterton, the first 2 innings, gave up 3 runs on 4 hits. Marcel Kulik, in his 1 inning, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. Tigers looking for some zeros right now on that scoreboard for Jacksonville State.
1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a breaking ball. And Williams just couldn't handle the spin in that sequence. It's the first strikeout for Hetzler. First strikeout for any Auburn pitcher in the game. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. It's the second out of the 4th inning. And now back to the top in Jackson Pate, who has a bunt single and a double. He has scored 2 of the Gamecocks' 5 runs. And the first pitch to him, breaking ball, in, strike 1.
The top 2 in the order, Pate and Johnson, are a collective 4 for 4 with 4 runs scored.
Open stance, left-handed hitting center fielder, 0-1. Missed outside, a ball and a strike. Trying to limit the damage. Keep it at 5 and then try to get the bats going consistently. 1-1 pitch, grounded back to Hetzler. He runs halfway to first and then underhand tosses it there. Hetzler fielded his position beautifully. Reached out and made the grab on a fairly hard hit bouncing ball up the middle. And Pate is retired for the 3rd out in the 4th inning. No runs, a 1-out double. No hits and a man left for Jacksonville State. 5-0 Tigers trail as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning after this. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Buy tickets. App of Auburn Athletics. Download it now.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Pepper Tree pitching change for Jacksonville State as Auburn comes to the plate in the 4th, trailing 5-0. Judd Files, right-hander, junior from Plantersville, Mississippi, Monroeville High School, and a transfer from Inawamba Community College is on. Good numbers for Files. Just his 3rd appearance of the year, no record, and an ERA of 0s. 2 1/3 innings, no runs, no hits. He struck out 2, walked 2. Has not given up homers. Matter of fact, has not given up a hit. And he is on as the 3rd pitcher of the night for Jacksonville State. Sibley, 1 inning, gave up no runs on a hit. Struck out 2. The starter Garrity, 2 innings, no runs, no hits with 6 strikeouts. So Files is on to face Guevara, Bingaman, and Gregorio with Auburn trailing 5-0 in the top of the 4th.
Auburn has struck out 8 times in the first 3 innings. 6 times against Garrity and twice in the 3rd inning against Sibley. So the Jacksonville State pitching plan has worked against the Auburn hitters tonight. They'll try to snap out of that here, and this is Eric Guevara. He's been Auburn's best hitter in conference play. Try to spark something here in the fourth. Righty versus righty. Files ready to go to work for the visitors. He does, and he nearly hits Guevara up and in with a fastball at 90 miles an hour. 1 ball, no strikes. Guevara was Auburn's first base runner. He walked in the second. Whether you're planting a tree or tackling a backyard project, don't risk a penalty. Contact Alabama 811. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, missed the outside corner. It's 2-0. Call 811 before you dig. Get those underground utilities marked for free. Visit al811.com or call 811. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. 2-0 pitch to Guevara. Swing and a pop-up right side, foul ground. Coming over is Cash, coming over is Ash. Neither one of them will make the catch. It bounces on the concourse and into the seats. 2 balls and a strike to the Auburn third baseman. From the stretch, Files delivers and gets a swing and a foul tip. 2-2.
Took something off of that one, yeah.
Yeah, the slider has flummoxed the hitters tonight, be it from Garrity, Sibley, or Files. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth, 5-0, Jacksonville State. And the 2-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. Backhand stop and a nice one made by King. He throws across to get the out. Really well played right in front of the third base bag by King. As Guevara tried to give it a ride down that third base line, but King stopped it.
Coming in, the key was getting in front of the bag. Shorter throw across the diamond. He got it before it possibly went foul. Nicely played.
Now here's Ethan Bingaman. Bingaman 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch to the freshman. Swing and a miss at one. Way off the plate, 0-1. Auburn had 30 hits in the series against Arkansas. Arkansas came in some of the best numbers of all SEC pitching staffs. 0-1. Front door slider in for a strike. It's 0-2. He's gone way outside, and then it broke back over the inside corner for strike 2. And Files 0-2 pitch to Bingaman. Check swing on one way outside. He didn't go. He was able to hold up, and now it's 1-2. They're not seeing the spin well tonight. Logan Gregorio waits on deck. The 1-2. And Bingaman takes it off the plate and well low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Auburn has 1 hit. That was a single by Bristol Carter in the third. Here's the 2-2. Slider popped up right side, foul territory. That'll drift out of play. Onto the Plainsman patio. Plainsman patio down the first base line. We got Plainsman Plaza coming up again Saturday, ahead of that Saturday night matchup against Kentucky. Wildcats coming in here for a weekend set. 2-2 pitch to Auburn's first baseman. Bingaman swings and grounds one right side. Second baseman gloves it. Blauser throws across for the out. 2 down. Two ground ball outs in the inning. And here's Logan Gregorio. He was hit by a 3-1 pitch in the second inning. $5-0 Tigers trail. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Brought up by Ash to get the strike call. It's 0-1. And a couple of teams have been able to quiet the Auburn bats by making sure they don't get more than one look at them. 0-1. downstairs, 1-1. Jacksonville State has gone that route early in this one. Garrity 2 innings, Sibley 1. Be interesting to see if Files is done after this one. They'll get a chance to look at them, talk about it, make adjustments from inning to inning. 1-1 to Gregorio. Missed the inside corner. It's 2-1. Logan 5 for 25 on the season. 5 hits, one of those a home run. Play him to pull on the infield, 2-1. Fouled off to the left, up and over the seats. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Shift now on for Jacksonville State to the right side.
5 straight hitters that have gone to 2 strikes. Jacksonville State retired the other 4. Here's the 2-2 to Gregorio. Fouled away left side sharply toward the end of the Auburn dugout. Sent the guys scattering.
Everybody's all right. That ball whistled into the dugout, then out.
Gregorio with that open stance. Waves the bat over his left shoulder, 2-2. Called strike 3, inning over. Auburn retired in order in the 4th. 5-0 Jacksonville State through 4. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Back at Plainsman Park, Auburn trails Jacksonville State 5-0. And Ryan Hetzler back out there to work his second inning of relief.
Home plate umpire Brad has put a glove on his right hand. I wonder if he caught a foul ball or a deflected ball off his right hand.
He's got that arm wrapped too.
It's wrapped, and I think it's a little bit of a padded glove on the right side. They were working on him in between innings.
Here's Caleb Johnson. It's Johnson, Blauser, and Thomas. 2, 3, and 4 hitters, and they have been super productive tonight. First pitch, breaking ball, slow curve, strike 1.
That's the first pitch that Caleb Johnson hasn't bunted for a single.
It's true. Yeah, 2 bunt singles, 2 runs scored. 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 at the knees, maybe even a little down, but Freilich did a good job to get the call for his pitcher. Conecuh smoked sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating. Got folks enjoying those grilled Conecuh sausage dogs, premium hot dogs here tonight. 0-2. Bounced up there, a ball and 2 strikes. Conecuh's family-owned, made in Evergreen, Alabama since 1947. Make Conecuh sausage part of your game day. Stop by the Conecuh sausage gift shop in Evergreen as well. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a looper into right center field. Carter comes on, makes the catch. He caught it and then dove down to the ground. A fantastic catch by Auburn's center fielder in right center.
And one of the most important things about that is he got a really good jump on that dying line drive. Just a terrific jump to get into right center field to make the play. Nicely done by Bristol Carter.
Now here's Cooper Blauser. And you never know what one play in a game might spark something. He says, hopefully. Blauser, the second baseman, stands in. First pitch to him. Fastball, strike one.
93.
A bunt to bring in the first run for Jacksonville State, and a sacrifice fly in the third to bring in another run for the Gamecocks for Blauser. Back-to-back fastballs for strikes.
94.
To the Gamecocks second baseman. 0-2. Hetzler ready on the wind. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a chopper to third. 2 hops and off the glove of Guevara. It'll be an infield single. Blauser hit the daylights out of that ball. And we see Eric make that play most of the time. Just a tricky short hop on Eric.
Kind of an in-betweener for Eric. As it turns out, he was backing up to try and make that play. Just a bit. Tried to play it off to the side, just couldn't field it cleanly.
And they'll give him an error. Second error of the night for Auburn. Now here's Brady Thomas, who has 2 hits, a homer and a single. Throw to first, Blauser back. Blauser has 16 stolen bases. This is the first time he's been on base tonight. Jacksonville State leads it 5-0. They have 9 hits. Auburn has 1. Tigers have 2 errors. Swing and a miss by Thomas. Off-speed pitch. Thomas was early. A towering 2-run homer in the first for Thomas, and then a single in the third. Throw to first again. Closer play, but again, Blauser's back. Head first slide. Thomas with a slightly open stance takes up most of that left-handed batter's box. 0-1 pitch to him.
Oh, where was that one?
Looked good, called the ball. Count even, 1-1 to Thomas. Hetzler in his second inning of work. He's the third Auburn pitcher of the game. Pitch. Fly ball left field. He got under it. Terrell back, now circles in, makes the catch. 2 down. Got under it enough. And now Grayson Ash to the plate. An RBI single, a fister back in the third. He's 1 for 2. He's also flied to right field. Hetzler at 27 pitches in his inning and 2/3. A right-hander throwing for the Tigers in the bullpen. First pitch, strike right through there to Ash, 0-1. Well, a right-hander was throwing. Throw to first, close play again, closest to the throws so far. Blauser spun the wheels a little trying to get back, but he did. 2 outs, 1 on, top of the 5th. 5-0 Tigers trail. Throw to first again. And again, close. Hetzler works from the stretch. He deals. And there's a fly ball to left, deep and gone. And Grayson Ash has hit his 7th home run of the year. He leads Jacksonville State in home runs and RBIs. He's just hit his 7th homer. RBIs 42 and 43. They cash in the error, and it's 7-0 Gamecocks.
No data over the War Eagle wall. Just a blast on an 0-1 pitch.
And now Butch Thompson comes to talk to Brian Hale. And I'm not sure what this discussion could be about. Discussion ends, and now it's over. And the Auburn coach walks back to the dugout. Now here's Cash. 0 for 2. He's flied to left. Pitch. Strike outside corner. 0-1. And the hole gets a little deeper here in the top of the 5th. 7 runs on 10 hits for Jacksonville State. 0-1. Check swing, and that got a piece of Freilich, and Chase goes down to his seat.
A foul tip.
Yep.
I'm not sure Chase ever got a glove on.
And he is really favoring the left leg.
Yes, he is. Off his foot. A foul tip that glanced to the left and off of his outside foot.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hetzler looking for one more strike. The 0-2. Fouled back and out of play.
A 2-run homer by Ash, just the 2nd home run that Hetzler has allowed this year.
Still 0-2, another pitch. Hit on the ground to first. Bingham in gloves. He'll take it to the bag himself and win the race. And there's out number 3. Jacksonville State gets 2 more runs on 1 hit, the 2-run homer. There was an Auburn error and nobody left in the inning. Halfway through at Plainsman Park. Jacksonville State 7, Auburn nothing. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
It is 7-0 Jacksonville State as Auburn comes to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be McCrane, and Carter for the Tigers against Judd Files, who worked a 1-2-3 fourth. 17 pitches in the 4th inning for the 3rd Jacksonville State starter of the night, or pitcher of the night. Brandon McCrane tonight 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Still time, but it's starting to get late. And Jacksonville State has out-hit Auburn 10-1 thus far. Maybe Brandon McCrane is the guy to get it started here for the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. 5th inning presented by Southern Union. The wind and the pitch. It's a called strike below the knees, 0-1. Low strike has been there tonight pretty regularly. Move seamlessly to Auburn. Complete your bachelor's degree in select programs by taking courses at Southern Union, and Auburn concurrently at Southern Union's tuition rate. 0-1. Fouled away. Slider, 0-2. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the Plains. McCrane, the redshirt freshman. Right-handed hitting shortstop. 0-2 pitch. Way outside, a ball and 2 strikes. McCrane, if you've not followed this team much throughout the year, Chris Rembert went down opening weekend with an injury. Brandon came into play at second base and hit .500 through the first couple of weeks of the year. 1-2, just got a piece of it, fouled that off the catcher, too. A ball and 2 strikes, still the count. His bat has cooled off some. He had a 3-hit game in the finale against Arkansas Saturday. One-two pitch on the way. And it swung on and missed for strike 3. And now Mason McCrane will be the batter.
Left-hander Griffin Graves is starting to warm up in the Auburn pen.
That is 10 strikeouts for Auburn batters today. Mason McCrane walked in the 3rd. And the pitch. Called strike. Another low strike. It's there tonight to take advantage of. 0-1. Files deals. And it's hit up the third baseline. That is a fair ball. Into the left field corner. McCrane rounds first, heads for second. Throw is in time, and he is out. And McCrane, I don't know that he hit top speed before he rounded first base.
And Auburn's going to challenge.
The ruling on the field of out at second base. This play is under further review.
He did not get out of the batter's box quickly.
Nope. So, and the throw beat him. Mason's arguing that he got his hand in and beat the tag.
He didn't move out of the batter's box quick enough.
Right. I wonder if he was questioning whether it was fair or foul.
I've got a feeling.
I think he might have gotten the right hand in there before the tag was applied up on the chest.
He led with the left and then came in with the right. The tag was up on the chest.
Yeah. Well, that's Auburn's hope here is get another angle from a first base camera.
I think he's in.
I think so. I don't know that he ever actually tagged him.
I'm with you.
I don't know that the tag ever actually made contact with McCrane. Jacksonville State challenged 2 calls earlier. They were unsuccessful on both challenges. They both went Auburn's way. And now Auburn is challenging for the first time tonight.
All right, so is it a double or is it a single and an out at second base, 2 outs and nobody on?
Yeah. I'd like another look at the just how close the ball came to fair or foul, because it was right on top of the line.
Eric Gaucher was making the call as he was getting out of the way.
Yep. 7-0, Jacksonville State. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out for the time being, pending the result of this review.
Jacksonville State has out-hit Auburn 10-2.
Yeah.
Most importantly, leads 7-0. 2 home runs tonight. A couple 2-run homers tonight for the Gamecocks.
And 10 strikeouts by Jacksonville State pitching.
That is the most glaring stat of the night.
That's the one that's going to cause the most strain for the coaches. If Auburn can't find a way to snap out of it and come back and win this game tonight.
As tonight's game sponsor, East Alabama Health, would like to remind you that knowing the signs of a stroke is key to saving the life of someone suffering from stroke symptoms. Remember the acronym BFAST. B, balance is off. E, eyes are blurred. F, face is droopy. A, arms are weak. S, speech is slurred. And T, time is key. Call 911. This message from East Alabama Health.
And here come the umpires. Let's get the call from Brian Hale.
After review, the runner at second is safe. Auburn retains its challenges. They have 2 remaining.
I think Auburn's on a heater with challenges, something like 6 or 7 in a row. 3 tonight, but going back to the Arkansas series, that's like 6 or 7 in a row.
All right, that is the 3rd double of the year for McCrane.
Yep.
He's been on base both times tonight. And 1 out double.
Yep. Now Bristol Carter, who got Auburn's first hit, is up there now with a man in scoring position. First pitch, predictably a slider, and it's flied to left field. Williams under it in shallow left. He makes the catch. 2 down. Well, you knew that they were going to figure Bristol was going to be aggressive. And so something with spin, as long as he didn't hang it, had a chance to be effective, and it was. And now here's Fralick. Fralick 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out. Wouldn't be surprised if he got a first pitch fastball. Chase a little more patient. Wants to see something here from Files. First pitch, after a look to second, is a slider, and it missed outside, 1-0. Went with the old backdoor breaking ball and didn't get it. McCrane is at second. They're in the shift. Shortstop wide open. 1-0 pitch. Low. 2 balls, no strikes. They can be as careful as they want to be with Chase. Even though it's Rembert on deck, it's still righty-righty, and they're up 7-0. 2 outs. First base open. 2-0 pitch. Way outside. It's 3-0. Not an intentional walk, but also not giving him anything close to anything to hit.
Wouldn't be surprised if they try to get the slider in for a strike here. Take it from there.
3-0 from Files. Inside corner, strike 1.
That was a fastball.
Hitters count here for Chase Fralick. Stretch. Files looks home, deals. Called strike 2.
That's the slider.
Count is full. Files has come back to work at full.
More activity in the bullpen for Jacksonville State. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. Payoff pitch to Fralick with McCrane at second. It's low. It's ball 4. Fastball down. So a double and a walk, and Chris Rembert hits with 2 outs and 2 on base. Rembert tonight is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Rembert had only struck out 15 times this year before this game. And he's done it twice tonight. Big hole on the right side. Second baseman plays close to the bag. First pitch bounced up there and away from Ash to his left, but not far enough for runners to advance. 1 ball, no strikes.
Now he got the chest protector on it, but it did bounce left, just not far enough when you're trailing 7-0.
Yeah.
Not far enough for Auburn to entertain.
That's right.
And the ball went up the third baseline. It would have been a shorter throw by Ash. All right, the pitching coach was on his way to the mound. He stopped, came back to the edge of the dugout, now is heading back out there for Jacksonville State. As mentioned, there is activity in the Gamecock bullpen right now.
7-0. A 2-out hit here from Rembert could give this offense a little bit of life. We are in the 5th. Check the Yellowwood scoreboard quickly. Kentucky leads Louisville now 4-1. They're in the bottom of the 8th. It's Mississippi State over UAB 4-3 in Starkville in the 6th. Florida leads Florida State 4-1. They're in the top of the 6th in Tallahassee.
Boy, the Gators are wearing out the Seminoles, aren't they? This year?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Auburn goes to Gainesville next weekend. Tigers host Kentucky this weekend, and then it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series next weekend. By the way, A-Day next Saturday. We've been talking about it for a couple of months, and now it's almost here. All right, meeting on the mound over. Here's Rembert. 1-0 pitch to Chris. Here it is. Slider swung on and missed. 1-1.
Up in the zone, and he was out in front.
It's almost like Auburn is dialed in and hunting fastball. And they're just not seeing the spin. Here's the 1-1. Another slider, check swing, he held off. They'll appeal to first for formality, but Rembert held up. 2-1 the count. 2 outs, 2 on. Tigers looking for the first runs of the game. Files looks to second, looks home, kicks and fires, and gets a strike on the inside corner. 2-2. It has felt like Auburn was facing 2 strikes all night long to this point. 2-2 pitch to Rembert. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Inning over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left for the Tigers. 2 more strikeouts in the inning for Jacksonville State pitching. We're through 5. It's 7-0 Gamecocks. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
From the past of teaching these young men and women to see things through. It helped me in my National Football League career. I went through 6 coordinators out of 10 years in National Football League. And I could adapt each time where others couldn't.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn to the bullpen. The Tigers go to Griffin Graves for the first time this season. Junior left-hander, 5'10", 175, from Jackson, Tennessee, and Trinity Christian School. He doesn't have any numbers this season because this is his Auburn debut here tonight. The last time that Graves pitched for Auburn was in the Super Regional against the College of Charleston. He was perfect on the night. He went 3 innings, gave up no runs, no hits, and struck out 5. He threw 50 pitches. That was June 6th. He developed a lat problem prior to this season. Was thought to be among Auburn's top starters coming into this season. But the lefty gets his first action tonight. His first action against an opponent. First time it's been out of the bullpen. First time that he hasn't been throwing to Auburn hitters. Here tonight, Tigers trail 7-0 as Jacksonville State comes to the plate in the top half of the 6th. Ryan Hessler, 2 innings, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits. The big blow, the 2-run homer by Ash. He struck out 1. That's Auburn's only strikeout of the night. And this is an Auburn team that coming into tonight had more strikeouts through this part of the season than the 1997 World Series Auburn team.
Wow. Yep. It just has not gone that way tonight. Graves did not allow a run in 8 of his 13 appearances a year ago, and his first pitch of the year is a fastball at 91 for a strike to Greg LaChance. LaChance, King, and Williams, bottom third of the order, due up. Griffin Graves fires. Fastball. Oh, ball 1. All right. Must have been a little in.
Couldn't have been low.
No, because there have been balls 6 inches lower than that called strikes. The 1-1 missed low, 2-1 to count. And it's great to see Griffin out there pitching tonight.
Sure is.
How quickly is he ready to go as a part of a weekend plan? They were thinking he could be a weekend starter back before the lat irritation. The pitch missed downstairs, 3-1. LaChance, a right-handed hitter out of Canada. And he grounds one weakly to short. McCrane charges gloves and throws low, but grabbed over there by Bingaman for the out. One down.
Not only did McCrane have to charge, but had to kind of loop to get around the ball. Took him a while to get that one in the glove and then to throw low but out at first.
Here's Trey King. He's 1 for 2, a double and a fly to right. Guevara in at third on the grass. Pitch to King, he shows bunt, takes it low. 1 ball, no strikes. Graves' freshman year ended with a scoreless inning against Alabama in the finale, the season finale, and then started with back-to-back scoreless outings last year. First, or a 1-0 pitch, a called strike. Sharp fastball, 91. Graves did not pitch against Jacksonville State last year. 1-1. A little low, and he didn't get that call. 2-1. Seven 0 Tigers trail. 1 out, nobody on. Top 6 pitch. Fouled back. 2-2.
Got him reaching on one that was 81 that time.
Maybe sitting on that fastball a bit. Infield plays him to pull. Guevara backs up now with 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Missed inside, 3-2. Lefty throwing for the Tigers in the pen. First outing of the year for Graves. You wouldn't think it'd be terribly long. 3-2 pitch, fouled straight back. 91 on that fastball. No, it's been frustrating for Griffin too. He's, back at the beginning of the year, it was thought maybe this first weekend he'll be out. And then it was a couple more weeks and a couple more. He has been itching to get back. Payoff pitch. Foul ball.
Yeah, and another thing about it, Auburn's starting pitching has been so good all season.
Yeah.
I think Auburn could afford to be patient, as tough as that may be with Griffin.
That's right. A couple of fouls by King, and now another payoff pitch. Here it is. And he lost him. He missed low. So King is aboard, and the number 9 hitter comes to the plate. Luke Williams has singled and struck out. On the Yellowwood scoreboard, LSU leads Bethune-Cookman 4-3. They're in the top of the 4th. Texas State leads Texas A&M 6-5. They're in the 4th inning in San Marcos. A&M playing at Texas State. Pitch to Williams. Bounced up there, blocked well by Freilich, 1-0. Kentucky trying to finish off Louisville. Wildcats lead 4-1 in Lexington over their rivals. Top of the 9th. 1-0. Little high. 2 balls, no strikes.
The Auburn left-hander Garrett Brewer in the Tiger pen.
Guevara in on the grass again at third. 2-0. Way outside and low. 3-0.
You are flirting with danger as the top of the order waits on deck for Jacksonville State. Yep.
Each of the top, 5 have scored tonight. A couple of them have driven in multiple runs. 3-0 pitch. Williams takes it right down the middle. It's 3-1. That was the pitch on which he got LaChance to ground out. How about another ground ball right to somebody on that infield?
They have turned 27 double plays, have only hit into 8.
Pitch, runner goes, base hit, left side against a vacated shortstop. Hit right against the shift, and Williams has his second hit of the ball game there at first and second with 1 out.
They don't call it a hitter's count for nothing.
Back to the top of the order, Jackson Pate, Jaxon.
And you have no choice but to at least play with the bunt in mind.
Right
now.
And Everett Tiefert is out to talk to Graves and the infield. While they talk, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Meeting on the mound is over. Auburn will start in the shift against Pate. And Guevara will set up on the edge of the grass at third. Runners at first and second, and one out. First appearance of the year for Griffin Graves. And no matter how this was ever going to go, you were just going to build on it. Pitch, miss low, 1 ball, no strikes. A bunt single for Pate in the first, a double in the third, and then he grounded out to the pitcher in the fourth. We are now in the top of the 6th. Graves from the stretch looks to second, looks home, comes home, gets a strike. 1-1.
Got to be careful. His last 2 strikes behind in the count have both been up. He's got to watch a pitch a little bit. He's got to get it down. He's got to get those strikes down at this point.
1-1, fouled back, 91 and a little up. A ball and 2 strikes. Jacksonville State plays at Liberty this weekend. So they try to stay unbeaten in Conference USA play.
Perfect, 12-0 in Conference USA.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tigers need a double play ball. 1-2. Line right field. Here is McCrane. He makes the catch, and the players on base retreat.
Got him on the front foot that time.
Yeah.
On a 1-2 pitch.
Yeah, reached out, pulled it off the end of the bat. A little soft liner. McCrane made the catch for the second out, and now here's Caleb Johnson. He has a couple of bunt singles and a fly to center.
I don't know if you can afford to play back on this guy even
No.
with 2 outs. His 2 bunts were perfect.
Yep, agreed. First pitch. He's swinging, and he's taking. I guess I should say he's not bunting. He's taking high for ball 1. His fly out in the 5th was a fantastic catch by Carter in right center. 1-0. Fastball missing inside corner, 2-0. Graves, the 4th pitcher of the game for Auburn. Chatterton went 2 innings. Kulik went 1. Hetzler went 2. And now Graves. Straightens up. 2-0 pitch. Johnson takes it low. 3 balls, no strikes. Cooper Blauser waits on deck. Runners get their leads from first and second. Here's the 3-0. Fouled back. He was cutting loose, 3-0. Now it's 3-1 to Caleb Johnson. 2 more hits. He's bumped his average up 10 points. He's at 325. If you ask the Jacksonville State folks what's been the biggest key to their success this year, it's been the pitching. On the weekend, their pitching tonight's been good too. 3-1. Ball 4 low. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Cooper Blauser. Second walk of the inning. King goes to third, Williams to second. And Blauser has driven in 2 runs. He has reached on an error and scored a run. And that'll do it for Griffin Graves. So Graves, first outing of the year, 5 batters, 2 outs, 2 walks, 1 hit. He leaves with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 6th inning as Auburn makes a War Eagle Plus call to the bullpen.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, Or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Garrett Brewer on for the Tigers tonight. Junior left-hander, 6'3", 174 from Eau Claire, Michigan. A transfer from Michigan State. Brewer, Auburn's fifth pitcher of the night. And Garrett comes on trying to get Auburn out of a bases loaded at 2-out jam. 1-2 this year, a 5.73 ERA. This will be his 11th relief appearance. 3 saves for the Tigers. 11 innings, 9 runs, 7 earned on 11 hits. 14 strikeouts, 6 walks, 2 homers, and opponents are hitting .250 against Garrett Brewer. Well, Griffin Graves, first appearance of the season. If there's anything you can say, it was good to get him out there. He just didn't throw enough strikes. 2/3 of an inning. Thus far, no runs on a hit. 2 walks in the inning. And he leaves the bases loaded with 2 down. And Cooper Blauser coming to the plate to face Garrett Brewer.
If he had come out and been flawless and just as clean as a whistle, it would have been a little surprising, first of all. But even then, it would have just been good to get him out there. And anything else would have been icing on the cake. So you get him out there tonight. There's plenty of stuff that he can clean up and settle in as he works in these future outings. Garrett Brewer, last time out a week ago at Georgia Tech, gave up 2 runs on a hit, walked a batter in an inning and a third. Had a really solid stretch at the beginning of March. Samford, Missouri, 2 games against Texas. Only gave up 1 run on 2 hits, or on 3 hits in that span, which spanned 5 1/3 innings. Last couple of times teams have hit him pretty solidly, including a home run against Georgia Tech last week. So Brewer comes in, dropped into a hot spot here with Blauser batting, a right-hander against the lefty Brewer, and the bases loaded and 2 outs. 7-0 Jacksonville State. Here's the pitch. It's right through there for strike 1. And you take a lot from this. Again, regardless of the outcome of this game, there's going to be another time when Brewer comes into some hot water.
Absolutely.
So they want to see how he responds here. 2 outs. 0-1 pitch. Line drive, left center field. That splits the gap and will clear the bases. Blauser on the way to second. He will pull in there with a 3-run stand-up double, and it's 10-0 Jacksonville State.
0-1 pitch was center cut, and Blauser blasted it to the scoreboard in left center.
The 2 walks and the single come home to score. And it's just all Gamecocks tonight. There's no other way to say it. Through 5 and change. Now here's Brady Thomas. "12 hits for the visitors." Pitch. Thomas takes it outside for ball 1.
Those 3 runs now charged to Graves. 2/3 of an inning, 3 runs on a hit.
1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Kentucky in here this weekend. The opener is Friday, 6 p.m. One pitch to Thomas. Low, 2-1. 7th man to bat in the inning. Thomas homered in the first, singled in the third. He's 2 for 3. He's also flied to left. Before that, on the network, we have the season finale of Tiger Talk coming your way Thursday, including first the 2-1 pitch. Flied back out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're going to talk softball. We're going to talk baseball. And head football coach Alex Golish will be with us on that show as well, with A-Day coming up next weekend. At season finale of Tiger Talk this Thursday, 6 p.m., Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. Jacksonville State gets 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 10-0 Gamecocks, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
We go to the bottom of the 6th, and it will be a pepper tree call to the bullpen for Maddox McDougal, number 41. 6 foot 180, a sophomore from Wesley Chapel, Florida, Wiregrass Ranch High School. McDougal 2-0 on the year, 2.43 earned run average. This will be his 12th appearance, his 11th in relief with a couple saves. 29 2/3 innings, 8 runs, all earned on 27 hits, 30 strikeouts, 9 walks, a homer, and opponents are hitting .239 for McDougal. It's Pepper Tree pitching change for a new level of taste. Tiger fans know it's got to be Pepper Tree. For the best wine selection, the finest cuts of meat, visit Pepper Tree in Auburn or Montgomery and online steaksandwine.com.
Middle third of the order for Auburn, Terrell, Guevara, and Bingaman here in the bottom of the 6th. Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. With their spacious cancer center, patients can make cancer a distant memory instead of a distant drive. That's why East Alabama Health is Auburn's home field advantage. East Alabama Health also tonight's game sponsor. Now here's Bub Terrell. 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts for Bub. It's 10-0 Jacksonville State. We are in the 6th. First pitch. Terrell takes it outside for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Slider missed downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Auburn has not had the leadoff man on base outside of the 3rd inning, so just 1 time in 5 innings. And that's been such an emphasis for this team this year. 2-0. Pass ball, that's on the inside corner. 2-1. Terrell went down swinging in the 2nd, went down swinging in the 3rd. Here's the 2-1. Swing, line drive, base hit, right field. So Terrell has his first hit of the ball game. There's a leadoff base runner for the Tigers. A single to start the 6th. Sets the table for Eric Guevara. Guevara has walked and grounded out to 3rd on a well-hit ball. Just a better play by King in front of the bag. First leadoff hit in an inning for Auburn. First pitch. Called strike. Slider got the outside corner.
Sure did. That was a good pitch.
0-1. McDougal, the right-hander, delivers. Off-speed pitch missed a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Justice DeYoung, right-hander, throwing in the Auburn pen.
True freshman. Good future ahead of him. 1-1 to Guevara. Outside with the fastball, 2-1. One base runner at a time. We could be talking about one of the historic comebacks in Auburn baseball history in a couple hours. 2-1. In there for strike 2.
It will have to be that.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner at first. From the stretch, here's McDougal's 2-2 offering to Guevara. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. Eric has his first hit of the ball game. Back-to-back singles off of McDougal. Terrell at second, Guevara at first. Nobody out.
Auburn had runners at first and second with nobody out in the third. The only other time tonight.
Yeah.
But then Fralick, Rembert, and Terrell all went down, and Tigers got nothing out of it. Back-to-back singles by Terrell and Guevara here in the 6th. Big mountain to climb. Tigers trail 10-0.
Ethan Bingaman to the plate. Third baseman King took a step up and then a couple steps back. Pitch. Outside, ball 1. Auburn dugout engaged there on that top step like it was a 1-run ball game. Or against the railing. 1-0 to Bingaman. No.
Oh, come
they
on.
Gave him a strike, 1-1.
That wasn't a strike earlier when Auburn was on the hill.
Yeah, it's not a good call.
No.
Count a ball and a strike. Bingaman has struck out and grounded out to second. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. McDougal's 1-1. Fastball, called a strike again. It was low again, but it was called. 1-2. So now Bingaman behind. Terrell leads from second. Guevara from first. 1-2 pitch. Slider, line drive, center field. That's a base hit. Terrell held at third. 3 straight singles to start the inning, and Auburn is loaded to bases with nobody out.
Bub had to make sure that one got through. That delayed his break to third base on the play.
And they may have been conservative anyway with nobody out there. We don't know, but you're exactly right. The fact that he held up assured that he was going to get held there. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Logan Gregorio to the plate. He has been hit by a pitch and struck out. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander McDougal, who rocks and deals. And Gregorio bloops one into left center field. That is down for a base hit. Terrell scores. Tigers play station to station. Auburn is on the board. It's 10-1. Bases are still loaded. Still nobody out. RBI single Gregorio, his 7th run driven in this year.
A blooper, but enough to get into left center field. No reason to try and score. Guevara from second on the play. An RBI for Gregorio, his 7th of the year.
And it's 10-1. And here comes Brandon McCrane. Action hot and heavy in the Jacksonville State bullpen. Pitch way outside and low to Brandon McCrane. 1 ball, no strikes. 4 straight singles.
Skylar Hutto, their closer.
Yep.
With 7 saves in the bullpen right now.
Terrell comes out to talk to Mason McCrane on deck about what he saw from McDougal. 1-0, fly to right. Back goes LaChance. He's deep. He's on the warning track as he makes that catch. Runners tag from second and third. Guevara comes in to score. It's now 10-2 on the first out of the inning. A sacrifice fly by Brandon McCrane, his 14th RBI of the season. It's 10-2.
Ball had a little bit of carry into right field, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Down to third goes Bingham, and they're at the corners with 1 out for Mason McCrane. Gregorio at first. Bingham at third. 10-2, Jacksonville State here in the 6th. And they'll reset the pitch clock. Mason digs in, 6'6", true freshman, open stance. Pitch, breaking ball, fouled back, 0-1. McCrane walked in the 3rd and then doubled down the third baseline last inning. 1 for 1. He has driven in 22 runs this year. 0-1 pitch. Fastball, that is lined toward left, right at Williams. Tagging from 3rd is Bingaman. He comes home to score the 3rd run of the inning. It's now 10-3 on the sacrifice fly to left by Mason McCrane.
When that left the bat, I thought it had more carry than it did.
Yeah.
Enough to get the run home from 3rd. That's the most important. So the first 3 reach base for Auburn. They have come home to score. Gregorio still sits at first base now with 2 down in the inning.
7th man to bat in the inning is Bristol Carter. He's 1 for 3. McDougal's 19th pitch of the inning is lined sharply right side up over the 984 club, 0-1. 3 runs in. It's now a 10-3 ball game. In the bottom of the 6th. King plays near the line at 3rd. Runner held on at first, 0-1. Missed up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, just keep chipping away. 2 outs, Gregorio at first. 1-1 to Carter. Fastball, nope, outside. 2-1. Too much exaggerated motion from Ash to bring that back to get that call.
He's done a nice job, though, behind the plate framing for this bevy of Jacksonville State pitchers tonight.
You are right. Here's the 2-1 to Carter. Called strike on the breaking ball, 2-2.
Came inside.
And now he's a strike away from getting out of the inning without any further damage. Auburn had 2 hits coming into the inning. They have 4 hits in this 6th inning alone. 2-2 pitch to Carter. High, ball 3. Freilich would be next. Love to see him get to the plate against the right-hander with 2 on. From the stretch, McDougal looks home. Payoff pitch. Swing and a drive to left. Back goes Williams. That ball is high off the wall. Gregorio rounds 3rd. Williams stumbles just now, picks up the ball. Gregorio scores standing up. It's an RBI double for Bristol Carter. It's now 10-4. He missed a home run by about 4 feet.
Yes, he did. And then Luke Williams misplayed the ball off the monster. I mean, Gregorio's off with the pitch because it's a 3-2 pitch.
Yep.
Carter goes down for it. He thought he got it out of the ballpark. He ends up with a double, but Williams misplayed the ball coming off the wall, and that allowed Gregorio to score from first.
And now here comes Steve Beezer out of the Jacksonville State dugout. And will they go to their closer here in the 6th inning?
They will if he's the only one out there.
Yeah.
That's the only question I have.
That's the only, yeah.
Is Skylar Hutto the only one warming up right now? If they go, and they will go to a left-hander, we believe it is their closer, Skylar Hutto. Well.
So this is much more interesting at 10-4 than it was
sure
at 10-0. Because at 10-0, they just needed 6 more outs.
And they're done.
And the ball game's over.
Yeah.
Now with 4 already on the board, unless they think he can go 3 1/3, and maybe he can, it's just a much more interesting move. Okay, we'll break away. It's another Pepper Tree pitching change for Jacksonville State.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Left-hander Skylar Hutto, number 51, is on for Jacksonville State. Lefty. My bad, it's not Hutto. It is Chase Horst. So forget all of the...
Well, it does answer the question, though.
Yes, it does. It makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Chase Horst, the left-hander. 5'11", 190, senior from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. P27 Academy, a transfer from Cincinnati. 2-0 on the year. His numbers are still very good. No ERA, making his 12th relief appearance. 11 in the third innings, 2 runs, none of those earned on 7 hits. 9 strikeouts, 6 walks, no homers, and opponents are hitting 179 against Chase Horst. McDougal, 2/3 of an inning, 4 runs on 5 hits. And he is responsible for Bristol Carter at second base with 2 outs, and Chase Freilich, a left-handed hitter, coming to the plate for Auburn.
10-4, good buddy. That's the score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tigers have plated 4. They have 5 hits in the inning. They only had 2 hits in the first 5 innings of the game. And now Chase Freilich, who is the 8th man to bat here in the 6th, gets set to go to work against Horst.
And regardless of how many runs Auburn scores in this inning, another big question mark is, can Auburn put up some zeros in the top half of the 7th?
That's a good point, because Jacksonville State has scored in 4 of their 6 trips to the plate, and not a straight number yet. It's been 2 or more every time they've scored.
But at least the Tigers have shown something from an offensive standpoint.
Yes, they have. 4 straight hits to start the inning. Now 2 outs, and Freilich, the batter, a base hit, gets another run home. Big hole on the left side. Shortstop is vacated, and the first pitch sails way outside for ball 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitch. That's low and outside, 2-0.
I wouldn't think, even at 10-4, that Jacksonville State would be pitching around Freilich with a right-handed hitter and a good one in Rembert waiting on deck with 2 down.
No, this is the guy. I think that's why they went to Horst here, was to try to get the lefty with 2 outs. 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes. And Auburn in a good spot with Freilich up there, because it's sort of his MO. He doesn't go up there flailing a lot with a new pitcher. He makes him throw a strike. Would you turn him loose 3-0?
No.
Not with a brand new guy. 3-0 pitch is called strike 1 on the very outside and lowest edge of the strike zone.
I turn him loose right here.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Freilich walked last inning. He's also grounded out and struck out.
Realize that's brilliant strategy.
3-1 pitch. He takes it outside and low, ball 4. Auburn is batted around in the 6th. The 9th hitter is Chris Rembert. And Chris is due. Auburn gets the right-handed hitter to the plate against the lefty Horst. Rembert is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. If that's happened another time this year, I'll be surprised. First and second, 2 out. A lot of room in left center field. First pitch from Horst. Rembert takes it high, ball 1. He has missed with 5 of the 6 pitches he's thrown.
9th man to bat for Auburn in the inning.
They batted around here in the 6th. 10-4. Horst delivers and gets the inside corner with an off-speed delivery. 1-1.
Go back to work, Chris Rembert.
Open stance for Rembert. Horst looks to second, looks home, comes home. Swing, ground ball, third baseman smothers it and takes it to third for the force. Tough break there for Rembert, who hit it hard. King, though, was able to smother it and take it to the base and get the force of Carter, and the inning is over. But Auburn gets on the board. The Tigers score 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple left on base. We move to the 7th. Things look a little different now. It's 10-4, Jacksonville State, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Auburn makes a War Eagle Plus call to the bullpen after scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th to make it a 10-4 Jacksonville State lead. Tigers call on the freshman Justice DeYoung, 6'3", 220-pound freshman right-hander out of New York, New York, from Poly Prep. He is pitched in 4 games this year, 4 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Team's hitting .300 against him. High earned run average, 11 plus. Season high in innings in back-to-back appearances. An inning and a third at Alabama, March 27th. 2 innings at Georgia Tech a week ago tonight. So DeYoung is on for the Tigers. He will get Grayson Ash to start the 7th, and we turn it back over to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Ash is 2 for 3 on the night with 3 runs batted in, including a 2-run homer in the 5th. DeYoung, 6th pitcher of the night for Auburn. The pitch misses low to Grayson Ash. Well, Auburn with some life offensively, but now have to put up a 0. Keep it a 6-run ball game here in the 7th. Ash, Cash, and LaChance. That one misses up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Ash flied out to right in the 1st. A double in the 3rd. Excuse me, a single in the 3rd. And a 2-run homer in the 5th. The pitch. Oh! A little bit high, 3-0. The count to Grayson Ash. The pitch. Buddy, he was all around the plate, but it's a 4-pitch walk here in the 7th. And here's Matthew Cash, the first baseman. Fly to left in the 1st, erased in a interference on the runner in the 3rd, and grounded out to 1st in the 5th. Guevara up at 3rd with Ash at 1st and nobody out. The pitch showed bunt, went after the bunt, and came up empty did Matthew Cash. 0-1. 10-4 Jacksonville State leads. Gamecocks scored the game's first 10 runs. Auburn with 4 in the 6th. The stretch. And a throw to first. High throw to first, no tag applied. And if Cash was going to bunt, he did not show it on that throw to first base. 10 runs, 12 hits for Jacksonville State. 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Auburn. The pitch, he shows bunt, bunts it, first base side, fielded by DeYoung, throws to first for the out. DeYoung to Bingaman, and Ash to second base on the play. 1 down in the inning, and here's the right fielder, Greg LaChance. Popped up to short, grounded to short, and grounded to short. Auburn would love to get one of those right here. Runner down at second base, one out for Jacksonville State here in the 7th. Stretch by DeYoung in the pitch. Did he go after it? He did not. Pitch was low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. With Brad Law, Jacob Hillman in the booth. Jacob's been helping us a great deal here tonight in the booth. Quinn Burkina in our Skyview Auburn studios tonight. Tigers trail 10-4, 1-0. Swing and a miss. He was out in front, 1-1. A leadoff 4-pitch walk to Ash. He went to second on the bunt sacrifice by Cash. Now ball into strike till a chance. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Shows bunt. Pops it up. Bunt foul back here and off the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Picked a bad pitch to try to bunt on. It was a breaking ball that was high.
Not a bad idea.
Right.
And the Cats 1-2. DeYoung could use the strikeout. LaChance a homer, 7 runs batted in. A ball and 2 strikes. Stretch and the pitch. Fastball, line drive, base hit up the middle. They'll hold up the runner at third. Carter gets a ball back to the infield. LaChance with his first hit of the night. And there are runners at the corners with 1 down. That's a 1-2 pitch that was just too good.
Yep. And DeYoung will learn from that. Ash had to hold up to make sure Rembert couldn't get to it, and that's why he was held up at third.
And now Trey King at the plate. Line to right in the 2nd. Doubled into the left field corner in the 4th. Walked and scored in the 6th, and timeout called by Everett Tiefer, the Auburn pitching coach, on his way. And there is a lefty in the Tiger bullpen.
Ethan Harden.
Thank you. 13. Not 31, 13. I don't know if Everett Tiefert is waiting for the home plate umpire, Brian Hale, to come out to make the switch. Nope. He won't even wait on him.
Wow.
Auburn will go to the bullpen. It's a Cook's Pest Control call to the bullpen for the Tigers here in the top half of the 7th.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Ethan Harden, a left-hander, is on for the Tigers. Out of Franklin, Tennessee, 6 feet 180, redshirt junior lefty. A transfer from Belmont. 5 outings this year, 4 total innings. In those 4 innings, Harden has given up 5 hits and 3 runs. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Teams are hitting .313 against him. No record and an ERA of 6 3/4. Last year at Belmont, he was 2-2 with a 2.45 earned run average. He struck out 32 in 29 1/3. DeYoung faced 3 batters. He threw 10 pitches, 5 strikes. Walked the leadoff man, then a sacrifice bunt, and then a single. And DeYoung out, Harden in.
And Trey King to the plate with runners at first and third, and 1 out here in the 7th. A 10-4 lead for Jacksonville State here in the top half of the 7th. Runners at the corners. And does King come up there to bunt just to get another run home? Not out of the realm.
No. No, they have handled the bat extraordinarily well as any team we've seen in this ballpark this year. Between bunting for singles and sacrifice bunts. They scored their first run of the game on a bunt.
Runners at the corners. And one down. Harden, a throw to first. The runner is back.
King didn't show bunt there. Auburn's guarding against it. Guevara's in at third. Opens up virtually the entire left side for King.
Pitch on the way. Inside for ball one. King line to right in the second. Doubled in the fourth. Walked and scored in the sixth. Runners at the corners. One out here for Jacksonville State in the seventh. Here's the stretch of the pitch. Pass ball for a strike.
Pitch. L.J. Cormier in the bullpen for the Tigers.
1-1, he shows bunt. Here's the pitch. Pulls it back, sends it into left center field. Long run for Auburn, and it falls in front of Bub Terrell, and the runner scores from third.
He couldn't have gone and dropped it in a better spot for himself and for his team in that spot.
Second hit of the night for King. First run batted in. That gives him 17 on the year, and it's 11-4.
You give them credit. Auburn puts 4 on the board in the bottom of the inning, and they go right back to work. You said it. You said the key, once Auburn got the offense started, was trying to put up a 0.
Now Luke Williams at the plate. 2 for 3 on the night. Stretch in the pitch. He shows bunt. It misses low.
He offered it that, didn't he?
Apparently not.
Wow.
An appeal to third. He did not go around. One and 0 the count to Williams. 11-4 now, Jacksonville State. A throw back to second for Harden, and it hits the runner, and both runners move up to second and third. Auburn's third error of the night. Second error on an Auburn pitcher. Now second and third with one down here in the seventh inning. 1-0 the count to Williams, top of the order, and Jackson Pate waits on deck. And here comes Everett Tieford. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. Wind Creek Casino, find your winning moment.
That's not a happy pitching coach.
L.J. Cormier in the Tiger pen. I believe he is. Well, Auburn's going to make a move to the bullpen, and it will be Cormier. So the Tigers go to the bullpen for a Wind Creek Casino call to the bullpen.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Freshman L.J. Cormier is on out of the bullpen from Tuscaloosa, 6'1", 179. Right-hander, no record, 9 outings, 16 and a third innings. He has a save, a 2.76 earned run average, 16 and a third innings, 12 hits, 7 runs, only 5 of them earned. He has walked 6 and struck out 22 in 16 and a third innings. Opposition hitting 194 against L.J. Cormier. He picked up the 3-inning save in the opening game of the Arkansas series last Thursday night. 5 days ago, 3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. Only 6 walks on the year, but if you look at his last 7 2/3 innings against Texas, Alabama, and Arkansas, he has not walked a batter, and he struck out 7. 5 strikeouts against Arkansas, 1 off of his freshman season high. Threw 46 pitches against the Razorbacks 5 days ago. Harden Gave up a single and then committed the error on the throw to second. And then he is out of the ballgame after 3 pitches. Cormier is the 8th pitcher of the night for Auburn in the 3rd of the inning.
And he inherits runners at second and third with 1 out in the 7th and a 1-0 count to Luke Williams. A run home for Jacksonville State here in the 7th inning. It's an 11-4 Gamecocks lead.
Infield comes in for Auburn, trying to keep it at 11-4.
Williams is 2 for 3 with a strikeout tonight. Cormier comes set. Pitch. Misses low, 2-0. LaChance at third and King at second. And there's a strike by L.J. Cormier. 2 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back off-speed pitches to Williams.
Cormier comes set. The 2-1 to Williams. Drops low, 3-1. Jackson Pate and the top of this order waits on deck for Jacksonville State. Cormier, the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He was out in front.
Thought he was getting a fastball. He was banking on a fastball.
Full count now. Infield stays in for Auburn as Cormier comes set in the pitch. Strike 3 called, and he knew it. Fastball inner half.
That is just the 3rd strikeout tonight for Auburn pitching. A perfectly placed. It may have been the changeup on the inside corner at 81, and you couldn't have placed it any better.
Now the top of the order, and here's Pate. Guevara will stay in even with 2 outs, as well as this guy bunts it. Here's the pitch. Missed inside. Reached on an error in the 1st. Scored. Doubled and scored in the 3rd. He's tapped back to the pitcher in the 4th and lined to right in the 6th inning. 2nd and 3rd, now 2 outs for Jacksonville State. The 1-0. Ground ball, 2 hops, and Rembert has it go right between his legs, and 2 runs will score on Auburn's 4th error of the night. Auburn is out of the inning. My goodness.
Went under the glove and kicked off the inside of his foot. Far enough that a hustling King could come in to score.
And now here's Caleb Johnson. 3 home for Jacksonville State. Two errors in the inning for Auburn, 4 on the night for the Tigers. And that's uncharacteristic of this Auburn ball club. Throw to first, runner back. Jacksonville State not happy with the tag apparently at first base.
Yeah, I don't know what Ethan's supposed to do over there.
Stretch by Cormier. Here comes the pitch. Home plate umpire flinched but did not throw out the right hand. 1-0. Caleb Johnson's been on base 3 times tonight. He scored every time. 3 runs home in this inning for Jacksonville State. Now the 1-0. Strike call. 1-1. One and 1 the count to Johnson. 13-4 Jacksonville State leads. We're in the top of the 7th. Here's the stretch and the pitch. High, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Caleb Johnson. Cormier comes set. Pitch on the way. Popped him up. Middle of the infield. McCrane underneath this one. Right behind the bag. Now to the left of the bag. He makes the catch. And the inning is over. But boy, a tough inning for Auburn to be sure. 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 Auburn errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time at Plainsman Park. 13-4, Jacksonville State leads it, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Let's be honest, senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
This game recap is presented by Regions Bank. Regions is a proud partner of Auburn University and the official bank of the SEC.
Jacksonville State has scored in every inning but 2 tonight. Auburn has made 4 errors on the night. Jacksonville State scored 3 in the first and has never trailed tonight. Tigers cut the lead to 10-4 in the 6th, but Jacksonville State came back and scored 3 runs with the help of 2 Auburn errors. And the Gamecocks lead it by a score of 13-4 as Auburn comes to the plate in the 7th. Terrell, Guevara, and Bingaman. With Auburn trailing by 9, 13-4 in the 7th. Bub got things started for Auburn in the 6th.
4 straight hits last inning to start the inning.
First pitch from Horst is a high strike call. Terrell, Guevara, and Bingaman for the Tigers. Stretch and delivery. Missed upstairs, a ball and a strike. Bub 1 for 3, a couple strikeouts. He led off the 6th with a single and scored Auburn's first run of the night. Stretch and the 1-1. Chopper to the right side, fair ball right over the bag, taken by the first baseman.
Bub is asking for a review of that. He thinks that the ball went foul. Certainly when Cash fielded the ball, it was to the right of the line, and Bub's not going to win his appeal. The last bounce was fair. It was fielded foul.
And here's Guevara.
Yep.
First pitch to Eric. Drops low for ball 1. A walk back in the 2nd, grounded out to 3rd in the 4th, and singled and scored in the Auburn 6th. Tigers trail 13-4. Horse pitches. Guevara takes the strike. 1-1. Bingaman on deck for the Tigers, trailing 13-4, the 1-1. Guevara pops it up, right side. That'll get out of play. On top of the 984 club down the right side, a ball and 2 strikes.
We've seen, Andy, the last couple of weeks, the value of an Andreas Alvarez to this pitching staff and the way that he stabilized these games, these midweek games where Auburn had so much success up into the first few weeks of conference play with Alvarez as a starter.
Swing and a miss. And Guevara down on strikes.
He just got you through 5 innings regularly, so much so that the staff's really only having to figure out the last 4 innings of a midweek game. And it's been different the last 2 weeks. They're finding where these guys fit and who's going to be able to be effective. Now it sets Auburn up in tremendous position for the weekends.
Bingaman with 2 outs. Cue shots, the first one to the Jacksonville State dugout.
We saw that play out last weekend against Arkansas, and that's the plan again this weekend with Alvarez, Marciano, and then Petrovic and Sanders.
0-1 the count to Bingaman. Fouled back to the screen, 0-2. So much so that Auburn didn't have to use their closer, Ryan Hetzler, at all last weekend.
Yeah. And again, that was new, and that was a learning. Like, that'll be adjusted going into this weekend.
2 outs and nobody on for Auburn in the 7th. 0-2 pitch. Chopper foul up the third baseline.
These coaches are always working to find the right combination, to find the formula that works. And if for a couple of weeks you put yourself in less position to win a midweek game and better position to win on the weekend, that's a net gain while still time.
0-2 to Bingaman into the shortstop hole. He goes to his left. He throws to first. Safe.
Yeah, that's just hustle.
Well,
Bingaman was digging out of the box.
And Johnson, who went around that ball to get to it, was a little late getting the throw off. It's an infield single for Bingaman. He is 2 for 4.
It's a 9-run ball game in the 7th inning, and Bingaman didn't hesitate. I mean, he didn't waste one stride.
2 down, a runner at first, and here's the DH, Logan Gregorio. Tigers trail 13-4. That's Auburn's 8th hit of the night. First pitch. Gregorio takes a strike on the outside edge. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd. Struck out looking in the 4th. Singled home run and scored in the 6th. Bingaman at first with 2 down here in the 7th. Stretch by Horst. And the pitch. Line drive base hit to left by Gregorio. Fielded out there by Williams. Gets the ball back to the infield. Tigers have runners at first and second. And 2 outs here in the 7th.
Yeah,
nice job of hitting by Gregorio to go the opposite way.
Yeah, Bingaman on an 0-2 pitch, Gregorio on an 0-1 pitch, and there you see a veteran player, and that's why the coaches like his experience in the lineup tonight, and who knows how much going forward. But again, 9-run ball game, you don't try to change your approach. Stay down. If they pitch you away, go the opposite field, get a hit.
Here's Brandon McCrane, a sacrifice fly and an RBI in the 6th. He's 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch to him. A strike in there at 80. His brother Mason waits on deck.
His sac fly last inning had some carry to it out to right field on a night where there's no wind.
0-1. Ground ball to the second baseman. Flips the short way to second, and the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left for Auburn. We're through 7, with Jacksonville State leading the Tigers 13-4. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Looking for a street legal golf car? Diamond Golf Cars has the largest selection in the state, and the Auburn store is right off Oplacker Road, closer than you think. With locations in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville, they've been raising the bar since 2012 in golf car sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Cars is full service for all your golf car needs, and they offer pickup and delivery, carrying brands such as E-Z-GO, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCars.com today and drive different. Drive Diamond.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
We move to the 8th inning. It's 13-4 Jacksonville State, and some changes to tell you about, starting with the War Eagle Plus call to the bullpen for Connor Gatwood, 9th pitcher of the game for Auburn, 6'5", 212-pound redshirt freshman right-hander from Mobile. 4 outings this year, an inning and 2/3. He's given up 4 hits and a run, a walk and 3 strikeouts. Teams are 4 for 8 against Gatwood. No record and a 5.40 earned run average. Cormier went 2/3 of an inning, got a strikeout, did not allow a hit or a run. He faced 3 batters. He threw 12 pitches, 6 4 strikes. So Gatwood is on, and defensively, Freilich is out. Lucas Steele enters the game to catch. And Ty Thompson is in at second base for the Tigers. Everything else the same. Outfield still Terrell, Carter, McCrane. Third to first, Guevara, McCrane, Thompson, and Bingaman. And Steele behind the plate for right-hander Connor Gatwood.
13-4, Jacksonville State leads it. It will be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Gamecocks, led by Cooper Blauser here in the 8th inning. Against the hard-throwing right-hander, Connor Gatwood. We have a pitch comm problem.
Yeah, right out of the gate.
Yep, looks like he has it fixed. Blauser with one of the big blows of the night for Jacksonville State. A 3-run double with 2 outs in the 6th. Bases loaded, 3-run double. 13-4 now the lead for Jacksonville State, and the first pitch to him is down the middle at 90 for strike 1.
Defensive change for Auburn, number 10, Lucas Steele is in the game at catcher.
Here's the 0-1. Missed outside, a ball and a strike. Steele replaces Freilich behind the plate. And Ty Thompson replaces Rembert at second. Now the 1-1. Just missed the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Next up for Auburn, Kentucky in town. Friday night at 6. Our broadcast, 5:45 from Plainsman Park. 2-1 pitch to Blauser. Chopper foul to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count.
It has been really enjoyable listening to you and Randall Dickey and Jacob Hillman on the call as Auburn went through the NIT bracket, brought home that NIT championship. I know fans are appreciative of going along for that ride with this team. It was a fun 3 weeks in that tournament.
2-2 pitch. Missed outside count. It was fun to be with that ball club, watch that team, I think, grow.
Yeah.
In the NIT. We don't know exactly what this roster will look like next year. Word coming out today, Kevin Overton is back. I think that's a terrific start in the transfer portal NIL era for Auburn. 3-2 pitch to Blauser, and he walked him, missed outside.
Well, and you just think about what gives you more momentum going into an off season. The portal just opened today. Does it give you more momentum going into the offseason to play 5 extra games, win all of them, bring home a title in any postseason tournament? Or end with a loss in the SEC tournament, the disappointment of not making the NCAA tournament, and just waiting a month? There's just no contest.
Brady Thomas swings at the first pitch, off-speed delivery. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. I think, back to your statement, it's a no-brainer to me. I know there are others out there that have said things like it's embarrassing for Auburn to go to the NIT. I think that's laughable.
Yeah, it's strange to have that stance to me. It's
And I understand where Auburn has been for the last 11 years and what you come to expect. I understand that. 0-1 pitch, runner goes. Throw to second base by Steele and into center field. It's a stolen base, and Blauser stays at second base. His 17th stolen base of the year. It's been a good night for Brady Thomas. 2 for 4, a 2-run homer in the first, and a single in the third. Has raised his average to 257. Pitch on the way. Fouled off the end of the bat to the Auburn dugout. A ball and 2 strikes. Leadoff walk to Blauser. He stole second. It's a 13-4 ball game, friends.
Still got a month before we go to their place. That's the last road game of the regular season.
1-2 pitch. Popped up, foul up and out of play.
And it will be the last game of an 8-game road swing for the Tigers.
Whew.
Yeah, at A&M, Birmingham for UAB, at Mississippi State, Jacksonville.
A ball and 2 strikes to Thomas. Gatwood comes set and fires. Reach down and pops it up and out of play off the left side. Into the Yeti yard.
Only 3 home series and 1 midweek at home to go. Only 10 home games left in the regular season after tonight.
How can that be?
That's crazy.
A ball and 2 strikes to Thomas. The pitch. Again, reaches out and fouls it up and out of play off the left side. Connor Gatwood, much heralded freshman coming in last year. Never pitched for Auburn a year ago. Preseason injury kept him out. Trying to find his way into regular work this year. Big right-hander comes set. And the 1-2 to Thomas. Line drive into left center field. That will get down for a base hit, and Blauser will score. The 3rd hit of the night for Thomas, and Jacksonville State has a 10-run lead. (14-4) Jacksonville State. Well, they credit Jacksonville State. After Auburn scored those 4 runs to cut it to 10-4, Jacksonville State has come back with 3 in the 7th and another run here in the 8th to go back up by 10.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Exactly right. They knocked nearly half of the deficit out in 1 inning, and if you could have put a 0 on the board in the top of the 7th, then you take some great momentum into the final third of the ball game. 9 outs to work with, a 6-run deficit, but Jacksonville State answered.
Here's Grayson Ash, and the first pitch is low and away for ball 1. Ash has homered, has singled, driven home 3. He's walked, he's scored twice tonight. 7 homers and 43 runs batted in. And he swings and lines it out of play off the right side, 1-1 the count. A run home, nobody out in the top of the 8th for Jacksonville State. 14-4. The Gamecocks lead the Tigers. Off the stretch, Gatwood, the 1-1. Missed high, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Grayson Ash. Gatwood stretches and pitches. Ash up and out of play right side. A ball and or 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Abe Chancellor throwing in the bullpen for the Tigers, a lefty.
Stretch. And now the 2-2, the runner goes. Ground ball to the right side. That'll get through for a hit, and Thomas will go to third.
They have sent the runners up 9 and 10 here in the 8th inning.
They're trying to get out of here with a run rule win tonight.
Yep.
And here comes Everett Tiefert. And that's all for Connor Gatwood. A walk and 2 singles, the end of the night for Gatwood. And Auburn will go to the bullpen. Tigers with a Ford F-150 call to the bullpen for Abe Chancellor.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Abe Chancellor, redshirt senior left-hander out of Dothan, 6'3", 174. He is on for the 3rd time this season. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 2 runs, or rather 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. He pitched against Cincinnati on February 17th, the first midweek of the year, and then pitched in the finale of the Texas series, 2/3 of an inning with a strikeout, 8 pitches that time out. So Abe Chancellor becomes the 10th pitcher of the ball game for Auburn tonight. He replaces Connor Gatwood, who faced 3 batters, a walk, and 2 singles. Nothing really struck that hard, but they found open space. 2 more hits for a Jacksonville State team that has put together 16 hits tonight.
So Chancellor is on after a run, 2 hits in this inning. And Cash is on to hit for Jacksonville State. I mean, Jacksonville State has won every phase of this one tonight. 14 runs, 16 hits, no errors, and only 4 men left on. 4 runs, 9 hits, 4 Auburn errors, and 10 men left on base tonight for Auburn. It's been a tough night for the Tigers.
Yep. Jacksonville State 9 for 16 with runners in scoring position, 12 for 21 with runners on base. Over 500 in both categories. 5 extra base hits, only 3 strikeouts. Auburn's hitters, 2 extra base hits, 12 strikeouts.
So Chancellor tries to get the final 3 outs here in the 8th. And Auburn will have to score a run to keep this one to the 9th, get this one to the 9th tonight, if they can keep it as a 10-run ball game.
Jacksonville State's going to send a pinch hitter up. Sam Richardson, sophomore right-handed batter.
Richardson batting .195 on the year. He is 8 for 41. He does have 4 home runs this year. So Richardson on to bat for Cash. Runners at first and third and nobody out here in the 8th inning with Jacksonville State leading by 10. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss to Richardson.
High fastball. Richardson with a big swing.
6'1", 220, redshirt freshman from Olive Branch, Mississippi, Lewisburg High School, transferred in from Texas. 0-1. Strike on the inside corner at 90, 1-1.
Boy, Abe.
Thomas at third and Ash at first. Chancellor, left-hander, comes set above the belt. Comes the pitch. Chopper could be 2. Second baseman. They flip to second for 1 to first. In time for the double play, and Thomas scores. It's only the 9th double play that Jacksonville State has hit into, but I'm sure they'll take it because they get another run and another run padded to a 10. Now what is an 11-run lead.
Nicely turned there by Thompson to start it. Ball will find you.
Yes. 4-6-3 on the Twin Killing. And a pinch hitter. Nope, it's LaChance, excuse me. 15-4, Jacksonville State leads it. Pitch, 2 outs and nobody on. It's in there for a strike.
Nice backdoor breaking ball.
Tench singled and scored in the 7th, grounded out twice to short and popped up to short on the night. Here's the 0-1. Line drive over Thompson into right center field for a base hit. His second hit of the night. And now Trey King to the plate. He is 2 for 3, a double, a single. He's scored twice, he's walked. And he bats with 2 outs and a runner at first base for Jacksonville State. Chancellor comes set. Here's the pitch. Reinbach, nicely played by Bingaman. Didn't get underneath his glove. He goes to the bag at first. And the inning comes to a close. But 2 more runs score in the inning on 3 base hits for Jacksonville State. Tigers will need at least 2 to get this game to the 9th. 15-4, Jacksonville State leads it. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit. But we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Auburn will need 2 runs just to get this to the 9th. The Tigers trail 15-4. As the Tigers come to the plate in the bottom of the 8th, it will be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for Auburn. Mason McCrane, Bristol Carter, and Lucas Steele, the scheduled 3 for the Tigers, and Auburn will pinch hit for McCrane. And Todd Clay will lead it off for Auburn here in the 8th. Looking for fresh seafood? Wharf Casual Seafood serves seafood sourced from American waters. Not a seafood fan? No problem. They also serve burgers, salads, chicken, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood with 6 locations across central Alabama. Todd Clay to the plate for the Tigers, batting 146 on the year. No homers, 4 runs batted in for the Auburn, Alabama native. He bats for Mason McCrane, who was 1 for 2 on the night. Actually 1 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice fly and an RBI. First pitch to Clay. Drops low for ball 1. New right fielder for Jacksonville State. There's the pitch to Clay. He fouls it back to the screen. Trey Majette in to play right field. And Luke Williams out and left with Pate in center. Swing on a foul out of play off the right side by Todd Clay. A ball and 2 strikes to Todd. Bristol Carter on deck, and then Lucas Steele here in the Auburn 8th. Tigers trail 15-4. Need a couple runs to keep this game alive. The pitch off the end of the bat, past the pitcher. Second baseman charges, fields, and throws, and gets Clay by a step at first for the first out of the inning. Nice job by Blauser to come in on that ball that was not hit very hard. It had enough to get past Horst. But Blauser threw out Clay at first. And now Bristol Carter to the plate. 2 for 4 on the night with a single in the 3rd. He doubled home a run in the 6th. Stretch by Horst, the pitch. Outside and high. Auburn hosts Kentucky this weekend. Jacksonville State is on the road at Liberty, trying to keep an unbeaten Conference USA record alive. Pitch on the way. Carter takes it high. 2 balls and no strikes. Liberty Jacksonville State at home to face Alabama A&M, then Florida International next week. 2-0. Strike call, 2-1. We're in the 8th. Jacksonville State leads Auburn 15-4. 2-1. A little bit high, 3 balls and a strike. Jacksonville State scored 3 runs in the first and has never trailed in this ballgame. Tigers cut it to 10-4 back in the 6th. The pitch. Carter takes it inside and low. And Bristol is aboard for Auburn. Auburn had it down to 10-4, but Jacksonville State came right back. Scored 3 in the 7th and 2 more in the 8th to take an 11-run lead into the bottom of the 8th. 1 out and a runner at first for Auburn. And here is Lucas Steele. Came on to catch the Auburn top half of the inning, replacing Chase Freilich. Steele batting right-handed against the lefty. There's a strike on the outside corner. Tigers trail 15-4 with an out and a runner at first here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Stretch in the 0-1. Popped up foul up and out of play off the right side. Ty Thompson on deck for Auburn. Horst, the 5th pitcher of the night for Jacksonville State. He stretches in the 0-2. Steele just got a piece of it. Lucas Steele last year at Jacksonville State hit a top of the 9th inning, what turned out to be game-winning home run for Auburn. Tigers had led most of that game. Jacksonville State tied it late, but Steele with a home run to win it for Auburn. He bats here with a runner at first, and that one misses upstairs. A ball and 2 strikes to the Auburn DH, and tonight Auburn backup catcher. Steele batting 189, the pitch to him. Fouled it back here. Stays alive at a ball and 2 strikes. Carter at first. He's there with 1 down. Chase Horst off the stretch. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 11th strikeout of the night for Jacksonville State. And Auburn could be down to its last hitter of the night. It will be Ty Thompson in his first official at bat. He has been used primarily as a pinch runner for the Tigers. Pitch on the way. He takes it upstairs for ball 1. (15-4). Jacksonville State trying to close out a run rule game here in the bottom of the 8th at Plainsman Park. 1-0. Strike call. 1-1. Bristol Carter at first with 2 down. Tigers trail 15-4. The 1-1. Thompson swings and misses. Horst and Jacksonville State a strike away from a run rule win. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Thompson down for Auburn's 12th strikeout of the night. And Jacksonville State comes to Auburn and wins in run rule fashion tonight, 15-4. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tiger